everybody. Welcome, everybody, to the weekly chat with Nick and Pat, episode 23.
You
I remembered this.
remembered!
I remembered this
You
time.
remembered! I'm so
I
happy.
contributed something to the show.
I'm
Finally.
happy. He remembered the number of episodes. Hooray!
Yeah. Oh, thank God. Although technically it's not our true number, episode 23, but for the YouTube sake, yes, it is.
So for
I don't even know what happened to our lost episodes. They're probably gone to the annals of time at this point.
So yeah, Nick is correct. When we first started doing the show, was that late 2019?
Was it late 2019?
Or no, it was
2020.
It was like halfway through 2020. So we did a number of episodes that were just on Twitch, and those were what I refer to as the Dark Ages, literally dark, because we had
zero lighting.
Here, this, just to give you an idea of what they looked like, this is what the old episodes used to look like.
Oh, let's see if I can actually hang on.
Hey guys, welcome to the weekly chat.
Oh God.
Oh, what's that?
Everything's orange and.
Can you not see me? Oh, sorry guys. Sorry, I don't know I don't know what lighting is, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like it was like this. Like it's honestly this wasn't this bad, but it was like kind of around this level.
Oh, by the way,
and this before I got my awesome lighting to where I can do.
Do you like being able to hear me in a way that doesn't sound like a garbage disposal? Because back then I had a really crummy microphone as opposed to this. So
did I?
So imagine instead of me sounding like I do now, I sounded like this. Oh, by the way, I did this room was also not sound treated. So basically, I had a crappy microphone and no sound treatment. So this is what I sounded like. Hey guys, welcome to the weekly chat. And welcome to the weekly chat with Nick and Pat. That's what. Yeah. So point being is those were the dark ages, the literal dark ages of the weekly chat, and that was before we started uploading. Before I felt confident enough to the point where we could actually start uploading these to YouTube. And like,
that's before we had thumbnails too.
Some of the older episodes that are on the channel, like the first episode on the YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube. The first episodes on our YouTube channel, they were still kind of rough, and I still hadn't completely finished the soundproof. I mean, I'm still not quite done with treating the room, to be honest with you, but like I feel good enough for the time being, for sound treating. But yeah, even back then, the flow and kind of like the skeleton, like the structure of the show wasn't quite refined.
We were the embryonic stage.
It wasn't. It wasn't
quite
as refined as it is now. And by refined, I mean we only go on 3 tangents an episode instead of 10.
Oh, those were the good old days. I would always have to consult. What was it? The Waffle House manual.
The Waffle House Index, yeah. And so, unfortunately,
and Bopping with Bibish. Those clips still exist.
Yeah, so
those clips are from the dark age of our podcast.
So good news and bad news. There are no longer the VODs that had the very first episodes of the weekly chat on them.
They're so gone.
They're lost to the sands of time. However, consolation prize. Back then, Nick and I were actually a lot better about making clips and posting them on our Twitch channel. So if you really want to see,
we need to get better about that.
So if you want to go back and actually watch some of if you want a sneak peek as to what our old production like the dark ages.
That was before I had hair.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of hair, I went to my barber today.
Yes, I also went to my barber a couple weeks ago. It's been a while. Look at that! He lined your shit up so good.
All right, so first thing.
You go from a dirty hippie to Mr. Patrick. Hello. You look like you're
my father. Please, my father was Mr. Obsidian. Just call me Obsidian.
Oh God, Mr. Obsidian.
Okay, so
hold on. You just need like you need a Ralph Lauren polo and a pair of slacks, and you look like you're about to teach some shop.
I gotta say, fellas. Okay, for any fellas watching right now, listen, ladies, I don't have to worry about you. You already know what's up, okay? Like, ladies, you already know how to completely do your hair. I'm not talking to you. I have full confidence in your ability to have amazing hair. I'm talking specifically to the fellas right now. Hi, guys. Take it from me, all right? I know that some of you, not all of you, but I know that some of you out there are the type of guy where every once in a while you either grow out your hair long, or if you do get a haircut, you go to a place like Super Clips, or you go to like a family hair salon or whatever. And fellas, I'm here to tell you, all right? Once you reach a certain age, and Nick, I think you'll agree with me. Fellas, once you reach a certain age, usually in your like 20s, sometimes earlier, but like usually in your 20s, you have to go to a barber shop. Like you need
Yes, absolutely.
you need to find a barber shop where you feel comfortable, where you a barber who you trust to cut your hair, sculpt your hair, shave your beard, clean your beard.
By the way,
Yeah.
it's going to be a trial and error effort.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because
You will definitely have to shop
like
around.
finding your barber
Yeah,
is going to take years. It
have-
took me many years to find my barber,
have
and I
to
just
go-
found him.
Nick is exactly right. You have to find your barber.
You have to find
it's one of those things
your
where
your Jack.
yeah, exactly. You need to find like your artist. So my barber, for example, is a guy who I meticulously trust to do my hair. And by the way, so good news and bad news about this, right? Barber. So here's the bad news, fellas. I know that a lot. Here's like, and by the way, when I say this, I used to be this guy, so don't. So I know what I'm talking about here. Most of the time, if you go to a place like Supercuts or you go to like a family hair salon, you're gonna pay like $20 for a haircut. Okay, that's like the average price for a haircut. And if you go and when you go to a barber shop, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's gonna be slightly more expensive. You're gonna be paying upwards of $30 for a haircut. Sometimes even more money if you want to tip your barber. By the way, always tip your barber.
Always tip your barber 20%.
Yeah. So
because they will either be your best friend or your worst enemy. Because you and I have definitely had some bad haircuts.
Oh my god, absolutely. In the quest for my barber, I have I ran into a few barbershops that I absolutely dreaded.
I don't want to say the name of the barbershop because I don't want to put them on blast. I don't even know if they're still open.
No, they're closed actually. They closed years ago.
Okay, so
if it's the one that I think you're talking about,
next to the Chinese place and the tobacco shop.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. So it was a place called Ace's Barbershop, and like they did, like I always, before I actually like grew my hair out and actually like styled my hair, I would always just shave it like buzzed.
Yeah.
And so I feel so bad for this haircut. I remember I recommended that barbershop to you several years ago. We were in like our early to mid 20s at the time.
This was I want to say 2015.
Yeah, it was like 2015. And you went in there.
Because honestly, I was looking for like for years, I had gone to the exact, literally since I was about like 10 or 11, I went to the exact same Supercuts that was down the street by the Ralphs. There was down the street from where I live by the Ralphs in this big shopping center. I since I was like 11 years old, I was going to literally the same Supercuts from about the age of 11 to about the age of, I want to say like 25, 26.
That's a long time to go to one place.
And so like I had heard for I had heard for years and years, like, oh man, you got to go to a barbershop, you got to go. But like I was a cheap, I mean, I still am a cheap bastard, but like when it came to my hair specifically, I was a cheap bastard.
There are a few things, guys, listen to me. There are a few things that you can't cheap out on.
Yeah.
Don't cheap out on underwear. Don't cheap out on crappy socks, and don't cheap out on your haircuts.
Good shoes.
And good shoes, too. And good pants.
Listen, so as a general rule of thumb, Payless shoes does not exist to you. That might as well be a ghost town to you. You're not going to go to the Payless.
Well, to be fair, Payless is a ghost town nowadays,
yeah,
so...
That's right. But yeah, point being, you, fellas, trust me. I know what you're thinking. Oh, I'll save some money. They have good shoes. No. Here's what's gonna happen, right?
Skechers over there. No, and stop buying Skechers.
Fellas, here's what's gonna happen, right? You're gonna go to Payless Shoes. You're gonna buy a $40 pair of shoes. You're gonna be like, I saved so much money. And guess what? Those shoes are gonna be worn out in 3 months.
Yep.
As opposed if you went to
if you went
to Vans or if you went to any other like reputable shoe place and bought like a pair of like $70 shoes, those are gonna last you like 7 months or a year even.
Yeah, the more
and that's if you wear them, and that's where if you wear them every day. If you're like me, I have multiple pairs of shoes, and so I kind of cycle through my shoes.
Like you can't really see it because it's a fucking mess over there. Pay no attention to the mess. I have a full shoe rack of
Right.
shoes
Oh
that
no,
I
but
could
anyway,
wear.
sorry. Before I go off topic, let me tell the Aces barbershop story. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
So there's this barbershop that opens up down the street from me called Aces. And so back then, Nick, he liked to be real. He had a buzz cut basically, if not like straight up just completely shaved bald.
Well, I did shave my
Um,
head for the longest time, but I
right.
was like, but that was a while after. But like, they would just like buzz my hair for like $20, and I was just like, screw this, I can just do
Yeah.
this myself. And I did that for years, like years and years and years and years, and that's before
But
I
so
fixed my
But
hair.
so one day I was really sick of driving to the supercuts for years, because it was sort of out of the way. Like in order to get to the supercuts, I had to go down this. If you live in Ventura, it's called Victoria, and it's the worst. It's the worst intersection in the city.
It's one of the most dangerous too.
Is where Victoria meets Telephone Road. It is the worst intersection in human history.
So imagine like two of the major roads of your town, and we're not a small town; we're a pretty decent sized town. But it's the intersection of that, and it's one of the most chaotic,
If you
dangerous.
if you are trying to turn left on if you're on Telephone Road,
You better say a
and
prayer.
you're trying to turn left on Victoria, you will be sitting at at the protected left-hand turn signal. You will be sitting there, I'm not even joking, for like 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh yeah,
That is how
absolutely.
long the cycle for the light takes. You will have grandchildren by the time that you are able to turn. Your grandchildren will have grandchildren by the time you were able to turn left on Victoria. It is a nightmare. So point being, I got sick of driving to Supercuts, and this place opened up literally like literally a block away from my house.
Yeah, it was like you could walk there in like
I
5 minutes.
I could literally walk there in like honestly probably like 3 to 4 minutes. It like really, it was
If you bike, it'll take like 1 minute.
right. So I'm like, all right, and so Nick recommends this place, so like, why not? So
I felt so bad.
so I go into the barbershop, and there's this like very intense dude at the counter, this big like hulking
Oh,
behemoth of a man.
yeah,
Um,
it was machismo city
he
left and
was
right.
he was the ace of Ace's barbershop. He's like, welcome man, what can I do for you? And I'm like, hey man, I need to have a can I just get a haircut? I want to have some I wanna have, I
Four
wanna have,
gathers. Thank you so much for the follow.
hey, nice, welcome. I said, hey, I want to go in and I want can you clean the back of my hair? Can you kind of clean up the front a little bit? I want to be able to part my hair to the side. And he's like, I got you, brother. I got you. Sit in the chair, brother. And so while so while he was sitting in while I was sitting in the chair, he proceeded to, and like, I guess I'm happy with the fact that he felt like, comfortable enough to share this with me, but like he started telling me his entire life story about how he
Oh
like,
yeah.
hey man, I was in prison for like 20 years, and like I did a bunch of stuff that I'm not proud of, and like now I'm kind of on the road to redemption, and like he was telling me like all this stuff he had done, and like again, this is the first time I had ever met this guy, so I'm just kind of like,
Got real comfortable real quick.
oh wow, you shanked a guy? Wow, interesting. Kind of right. I'm just trying to kind of like keep my composure. Like, interesting. Oh, you stabbed somebody. Cool. Like, honestly,
Yeah.
he was fine. Except here's the thing. I asked him for a trim. I said, yeah, can you like cut a few inches, like clean up the back, clean up my my sideburns, clean up like basically like clean up all this, clean up the back of my head.
So it's
clean
basically
my
the haircut
sideburns, all
you
that
want
stuff.
now. It's basically the haircut that you have now.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
you
I wanted.
wanted.
So I wanted like short hair that I could part to the side. And so to him that translated to, oh, cut everything to the scalp. Okay. So literally, I looked
He
like
proceeded to pretty much American History X.
yeah, no,
your head.
yeah, I look like the skinheads from American History X. I look like he showed me in the mirror, and I'm like, so I think I might have told this story, but like, the following day I went to the fair with my girlfriend at the time, and it was like I went to the local county fair, and so I was so embarrassed by how short my
Wait,
hair
who
was.
was your girlfriend at the time? Was it the girl with the glasses?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So we go to the fair,
I
and
didn't want to say her name.
yeah, for sure. It is like 95 degrees outside, and I'm wearing a beanie because
Oh, you poor bastard.
I was embarrassed by how short my hair was. No joke. Nick was saying earlier how I looked like the skinheads from like American History. Yeah, that's what I looked like. I looked like I was about to go like, hey guys, let's go beat up some like minorities. Like I looked like that. Out of context weekly chat.
Oh God,
No.
there, somebody's gonna clip that.
No, I know.
Somebody's gonna-
I know. Someone's gonna clip that.
Oh
for
my
sure.
God. Like the atrocities one that we said a couple episodes ago, and then this one right
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
No, but seriously,
But no,
you
but
look
no,
like it.
So I remember we were on the Ferris wheel and I had my beanie on and like sweat is pouring from my eyebrows and it's like
Yeah,
pouring down my
because, like-
face and we're on the Ferris wheel and so we're at the very top of the Ferris wheel and my girlfriend is like hey why do you have that beanie on? You're sweating. You should take it off. And I'm like, no, I'm good. Literally, my face is melting like an ice cream cone. No, I'm good, really.
You were probably dehydrated at the time too.
And so she takes this beanie off my head. It's covered in sweat, and she sees me, and she goes from like this. Like, she has this look on her face, like
put it back on. Put it back on.
Oh, put it. Yeah, exactly. It's like
Bald.
yeah, I was gonna say, it's like the SpongeBob movie where King Poseidon is like bald. Yeah, exactly.
My eyes.
That was a very close shave.
It was so goddamn close because you actually came to my old house.
I did
after you got the haircut. I was just like, oh my God, what the fuck did they do to you?
Mm-hmm. Needless to say, that was the last time I went to that barber shop.
I went there like 2 more times and then I stopped.
So earlier, about 2 years ago, another barbershop opened up very close to me, and it's called Max Barbershop with a K. It's like MAK, Max Barbershop. And he is my guy. He knows exactly how to cut. But he's like, I go in there, and most of the time I don't even have to say anything. He just like he's known me for so long that he's just like, all right, sit down. And so he's this very quiet, very intense man, and you can just tell. I don't know if you've ever had this kind of experience where like you know that like while someone's working on your hair, that you can just tell that this guy has been working on male hair for like 30 years.
I was about to say, you can probably do it blindfolded.
Yeah, exactly. So like he meticulously takes like a straight razor and like sculpts the back of my head. He cleans up my cleans up my sideburns. He cleans up
my guy, this is like one of the best haircuts I ever got. I actually went to a brand new shop. Oh God, I have the business card here
Jesus
somewhere.
Christ.
It's my boy
I spelled the LaCroix.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Good thing there's no sugar. That way it's not going to be all sticky and gross.
LaCroix!
But yeah, I just discovered I actually got a business card from one of the security guards from where we work. And there's like, dude, and they were just like, dude, you got to check out my boy Hector. I'll hook you up. And I was like, all right. And it's really cool because it's kind of like it's a two-fold sort of thing. So it's basically a barbershop / like kind of like guys hangout sort of thing. So there's a pool table in the back so you can shoot some pool. They sell beer there too for $1, which
I don't know
is
how I
pretty
feel
cool.
about drinking while I'm getting my haircut. That's a little bizarre to me.
I didn't do it, but I'm just saying
you told me about that, and you told me about that the first time you were telling me about this place, and I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I don't think I want to get drunk while I'm getting my haircut. I don't know about that.
It's one beer.
No, because you know what's gonna happen? There's gonna be some jackass. He's gonna have like 4 beers, and he's gonna be like, "Yo, bro, give me a mohawk, bro." And the barber's gonna be like, "Sir, you're drunk." No, bro, I'm not drunk. I want a mohawk.
Oh God.
Come on, bro, give me a mohawk. Bro, don't you work for an office? I don't give a shit, bro.
The metal show is my office.
I don't give.
The mosh pit is my office.
I feel like $1 million right now. Give me a mohawk, bitch.
Oh,
that's.
And they're just like, oh, you're gonna call me a bitch now. There we go.
Give me a mohawk. Give me a fade and a mohawk, and then put some hair pieces in there. I feel like $1 million. Give me another beer.
Oh
That's what's
God.
gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen.
To be fair, when I was there, everybody was stone cold sober. So, but it's a service they provide.
You know, there's gonna be some guy who's gonna walk in there and get loaded up, and he's gonna want a haircut after being loaded up, and he's gonna ask for like the impossible. I want 7 perms and hair and I want partials and hair pieces.
I basically want the Harvey Dent. I want half of it one way and half of it of another way.
That's what's gonna happen.
Sir, you're bald. Please leave.
Well, then give me some of your hair, bitch. Yeah, exactly.
Just crazy glue it on. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. Gorilla glue. Come on.
Oh, dude, have you heard about that? This is a popular story a couple months ago, but did you see the shitstorm? It was this woman on TikTok.
Oh yeah, I heard about this. Yeah,
who did not have any hair gel or hair products, so she used fucking Gorilla Glue on her hair, and it was like she glued a piece of plastic on top.
Gross.
And I'm just like, we strayed too far.
That's on the level of those people who, when Trump was talking about hydroxychloroquine, how he's like, oh yeah, like during the beginning of the pandemic, where our beloved ex-president said, oh yeah, hydroxychloroquine, that'll work against the virus. Just bleach the inside of everybody with hydroxychloroquine. That'll be fine. And so some dumbasses in like Arkansas or whatever, some backwoods part of the country, they saw
it was like 28 or like 30 people that did this.
Yeah. So there was one specific the specific case I'm talking about. There was like a couple in like I think it was like Arkansas, but they saw Trump on TV talk about hydroxychloroquine, and they like, oh, isn't there hydroxychloroquine in the fish tank cleaner that we use for our fish? And so literally, so like dumbasses, they're like, well, the president wouldn't lie to me, would they? And so they both were like bottoms up, and they had a bunch of, and they literally drank fish tank cleaner, and guess what? They almost died.
No shit. You don't say.
They got real sick. Imagine that.
It goes to show you how resilient the human body actually is, because 9 times out of 10 that would kill somebody, but there's always those people that get the genetic lottery to be able to survive something like that.
What I think happened is they immediately got sick, and they're like, "Oh, honey, we should call the hospital," and I think they got their stomach pumped like just in time, kind of thing. I think if they had waited like another like 20 to 30 minutes, they probably would have died. But anyway, moral of the story, fellas. You haven't lived until you've had a guy who meticulously sculpts the back of your head and who gives you a hot towel afterwards. Fellas. Can I be 120% really real with you for 10 minutes? For 10 seconds, I'm sorry. All right, fellas. I know what you're thinking. $30 or even $40 for a haircut seems like a lot of money. And I get where you're coming from. You're trying to be a baller on a budget. I respect the hustle. I respect it. I do. Believe me, I do. But fellas, you have not experienced life itself until you have had a spearmint-infused hot towel treatment after a haircut at a barber shop. Now, let me tell you something. Nick knows this about me, but I haven't told the show this yet. I am the type of guy, I don't like massages. I don't like massage chairs. I don't like I don't really go to the chiropractor or anything like that, because I am really sensitive when it comes to having people massage me. I don't like massage chairs. I don't like any of that kind of stuff. I don't. However, I make an exception for my barber. Because after he cuts my hair, he goes and gets a spearmint-infused hot towel, and like an absolute unit, he meticulously massages the joints and the muscles on my neck, and on like the back of my head, and I actually can't think of anything in recent memory that feels as good as getting a spearmint-infused hot towel treatment after a haircut. It is one of the best feelings on the planet. you will feel like $1,000,000 afterwards. Like
I was about to say, fellas.
It is nirvana. It is heaven. You will feel like a king afterwards.
Look, fellas.
Go to a barbershop.
I'm going to level with you here. If you're feeling kind of down, if you're feeling just kind of depressed, so it's like, oh, just try something different with your hair. You will feel so much more confident. I don't care if it's like thinning or like your hairline looks like Vegeta.
Yeah, that's right.
Like mine does. That's why I wear the hat. No, actually, the reason why I actually wear a hat on the show is because like I'm fixing my hair right now, but sometimes like there'll be light reflecting through my hairline.
What barber does that? My barber does that. Honestly, any barber. Sorry, there's somebody in the chat saying, "All right, but what barber actually does that?" Any barber worth their salt will give you a hot towel after a haircut.
Oh yeah.
Any barber. I guarantee
you get what you pay for.
You call your local barbershop.
You ain't gonna get it at Clippers. You ain't gonna get it at Supercuts. You gotta go to like
like Family Cuts, the family salon. No, you're not getting a hot towel at that. You gotta go to a barbershop, baby.
Yeah, that or like if you like maybe there's like a salon or something you can go to that they have.
Anyway, as riveting as this as this barbershop conversation is, we should probably get into the show proper. We're almost half an hour in. We should probably get to the show proper.
Are we really?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah. There's a lot of passion going on right now. A lot of passion.
I think we need to do a guy's guide episode of the podcast one of these days. Like what to do with the beard, what to do with your clothes.
I mean, I am not an expert on fashion, so I don't feel good talking about that. I just know what I like, you know? I don't claim to be in some sort of... Although, you know what's funny? Is in my for my senior yearbook in high school, there was like different categories of people. So they had stuff like,
like best dressed, most likely to get arrested.
Most likely to get arrested, most likely to be a celebrity, most likely to win a Nobel Prize. And so like I got second place. Out of the entire senior student body at my school in 2010, I ranked second place in the best dressed category. And I'm like,
really?
And I'm like, me? What? What?
I'm trying to remember what you looked like in high school.
I mean, I used to wear a lot of plaid shirts, so maybe that.
You were a trendsetter.
Oh, there you go. But anyway,
you don't need to really know.
We need to get into the show.
Quick aside. Let me finish for fuck's sake.
Okay.
Quick aside. Okay. You don't need to wear like the latest shit. You just need to follow certain rules.
All right.
And I know these rules. That's all. That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
How old am I? How do I put this? I'm old enough to the point where my mother used to listen to cassette tapes in the car when she would take me to school. I'm old enough to have remembered what it was like before satellite TV. I'm old enough. I'm old enough to remember dial-up internet.
Oh God!
That's how old I am.
If she doesn't, oh God! If you ask her what's her favorite starter Pokemon and her starter isn't Charizard, Squirtle, or Bulbasaur,
so y'all are boomers. Not quite that old. We're between boomer and zoomer. We're right in that.
We're technically millennials, I think.
I know. I'm just joking around.
Oh, what's that you say, Billy?
Oh, what's that? Back in my day, listen. 90s movies and 90s music and 90s culture was the best. These kids today with their She-Ra and their Steven Universe. I hate modern day media. Man.
Easy there, Ben Shapiro.
I'm gonna go talk about this on Reddit.
No, let's be honest. You're probably gonna be on 4chan.
You're right.
Am I wrong?
Anyway, am
I possibly wrong?
Please, we need to talk. We need to do the show, please.
Oh, this is the show.
No,
this is the show. No, yippee!
You're a monster. You're an absolute.
How am I a monster?
I'm trying to do the show proper. Hang on.
I'm giving the people what they want.
Okay.
Okay, let's get into the show. Let's
Thank
get
you.
into the show proper.
All right. So we have a couple different things today. So
Yes, we do.
our main attraction is an ongoing segment that we do on the show called Cursed Amazon Items, where Nick and
Hooray!
I will go to the depths of Amazon and find the most cursed Amazon items. So I have 5 items and Nick has 5 items for you today. But before we get, that's going to be the main entree of the show. So before we get into that, here's some small news. All right. So a small update from last episode where we talked about the infamous Blizzard lawsuit where the state of California is suing Blizzard because they suck donkey balls.
Oh my god.
So a small update on that. After, of course, everybody knows that like JL and Brack stepped down. Bobby Kotick made a half-hearted like we're sorry.
We're sorry.
We're sorry.
We're sorry you feel that way.
So two things. One, it was actually announced earlier this week that Blizzard shareholders, like I'm not talking about like I'm not talking about the CEO of the company. I'm not talking about the staff of the company. I'm talking about the shareholders, the money people, like the people paying, the people who demand a return on investment from Blizzard. They are threatening Blizzard. Where if they don't see any decisive change in management or decisive like if behavior doesn't radically change within the next couple months, they are considering pulling their money. And they're considering pulling their support for the company or possibly selling off their shares of the company to other people to the point where Blizzard might be like literally broken up. So they're lighting a fire under Bobby's ass.
And what was the name of the studio that that a lot of the Blizzard employees are going to?
Oh, I think it's like a space. I think it's named after space or something like Luna Studio or something. It's something like I think it's like related to the moon. But yeah, there's a lot of people that are jumping ship to that studio for sure. I'd have to look it up. I don't know it off the top of my head. But yeah, there's that. And so so basically the shareholders and the people with all the money are like Bobby, Bobby, can
you hear me?
Bobby, can you hear me? Yeah, exactly. They are demanding radical changes. Otherwise, radical changes will be made for the company. And the second thing is, so Blizzard's Overwatch esports division, which by the way is already on its last legs, legs as it is.
That was still around?
You might recall last week that I talked about how heartbroken I was that Blizzard, the former esports king, has fallen so low.
Do you think they're so popular in Korea?
Oh, now here's the thing. In Korea and certain parts of Asia, the StarCraft 1, I'm not talking about StarCraft, although there's a small StarCraft 2 scene in Korea, but StarCraft Brood War will always be popular in Korea. It doesn't matter.
That was like one of the national sports.
It doesn't matter what happens to Blizzard. It doesn't matter what happens to the Bobby Kotick. It doesn't matter what Activision does. The sun will rise, the sun will set, and StarCraft Brood War will be popular in Korea. So that changes nothing. However, they are a minor subsection of actual esports. So for many years, Blizzard has been kind of pulling the plug and kind of decoupling their esports divisions of Overwatch. And the only way that they've been able to survive for this long is because third-party companies ponied up money for prize pools via sponsorships. However, in light of recent events and this lawsuit of allegations of sexual harassment that is company-wide at Activision Blizzard, the following companies are pulling out of their partnerships with Blizzard and their sponsorships of Overwatch Esports League.
Oh shit!
Let me find the list. Notable companies pulling out of the Overwatch League include Coca-Cola, State Farm, Kellogg, and T-Mobile. Woo! Those guys. And by the way, when Kellogg, the company that was founded by a guy who wanted to stop children from masturbating, when Kellogg pulls out from your company because it thinks that your escapades when it comes to sexual harassment are too much.
Oh, God.
That says something. When Kellogg, the company founded by the guy who wanted to stop, who thought that children masturbating was the equivalent of cancer. No, seriously.
Did he say that it was going to be the fall of Western civilization if this kept going on?
Yeah, basically, but that's not the point. But yeah, so like T-Mobile, Coca-Cola, all these guys are pulling. They're getting the hell out of Dodge because they don't want to be anywhere near this garbage.
Would you?
And quite, yeah,
I sure as shit
well,
would.
like, quite frankly, I don't blame them. They're getting the hell. They're getting out while the getting out is good, as I like to say.
It's like being a sponsor in the middle of like House of Cards when the whole Kevin Spacey thing was going on.
Right, exactly. Speaking of which, the House of Cards that is Blizzard is slowly but surely about to collapse in on itself.
Right.
Which is weird because they are basically launching their beta and their early access to Diablo 2 Resurrected and Diablo 4 like nothing happened. I follow Diablo on Facebook because I'm a sad bastard, even though I boycott Blizzard like the plague. But I'm still curious to see what they do from time to time. And all their social media posts are like business as usual. And it's weird too because you go to the comments section and like every comment is like, "I had such fun with the beta," and it's like, "Oh my god, the denial is so real." Anyway,
well, they probably paid him off to make those posts. You probably get.
I mean, that's it. We'll give you more updates on the Blizzard situation as they occur, and I'm sure by the time we record, in 2 weeks, when we do our next episode 2 weeks from now, I'm sure there'll be even more news. I'm sure Bobby Kotick will do something that will be embarrassing and shitty. All right, moving on. Unless did you have anything to say about that?
No.
Okay.
I feel like anything I need to say about it has already been said. And plus, I don't want to say too much because the last time I commented on it, something terrible happened.
Oh yeah, that's right. All right.
If you guys know, you know.
Speaking of scummy corporate practices that could potentially backfire, let's talk about Funimation and Crunchyroll. Now, longtime listeners of the show might remember that during one of our very first episodes, there was actually speculation several months ago that Funimation and Crunchyroll were going to form a partnership and basically become one conglomerate like they once were a couple years ago. And you might recall in that episode where Nick and I talked about the pros and cons of the two companies coming together.
The cons.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if you remember that episode. We kind of had opposing stances on this. If you might remember, I was sort of under the camp of like, well, I personally don't think Crunchyroll and Funimation would have a monopoly when things like Hulu, Amazon, and Netflix exist, and they have their own kind of little anime fiefdoms. And Nick was sort of the exact opposite. He said, "No, this is too much of a monopoly.
It's way too much.
I think this is dangerous. I don't like this." And so we no longer live in the hypothetical because it was announced earlier this week that Sony via Funimation, like basically Funimation via Sony, has officially purchased Crunchyroll. They're no longer partners. They own Crunchyroll now. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
And how much?
Exactly.
And they sold it for $1.5 billion.
Which, I mean, hey, listen. If you're the founder of Crunchyroll, this is where you take the bag, you walk away, and you retire. That's what you do.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're like, hey, I did my due diligence. I'm gonna pay off my shareholders, and I'm gonna take my bag, and I'm gonna walk off into that good night.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I do.
That's what I do too.
Burp. Come on.
Sorry.
Come on.
It snuck up on me. It's not like I did it right into the mic.
Morty.
Oh, geez, Rick, you're really fucking up the audio levels here.
You are messing up the audio. Whatever. I'm just kidding.
Morty, you gotta watch the weekly chat with Nick and Pat. It's the greatest podcast in the multiverse, Morty.
I don't know, Rick. It kind of seems unorganized and like a complete clusterfuck, Rick.
No, this is life, Morty. It's chaotic.
Morty, listen.
Life and living is chaos, Morty. Just like this podcast.
Morty, emotions aren't real. They're just bugs in your brain, Morty. People don't actually love each other. That's just chemical imbalances in your brain, Morty. Love and compassion don't exist, Morty.
Oh, that's your go-to for Rick and Morty.
I mean, that's the anyway. That's basically every episode of Rick and Morty.
Yeah, that's close.
Come on, tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong.
Come on. Anyway. this is not going to be a discussion about Rick and Morty. This is going to be a discussion about Crunchyroll and Funimation.
Sponsored by Rick and Morty. No.
Yeah, yeah. Sponsored by Adult Swim.
Oh, I'd be so happy. You have no idea.
Could we get Steve Blum to narrate us as Tom the Alien on our show? That would be amazing.
Oh, dude, I was thinking I have something planned for the show pretty soon, so just keep an ear out for that. Yeah, I don't want to say what it is. I'll tell you after the show.
But yeah, I don't
actually,
know.
no, I'm not. Actually, no, I'm not going to tell you. I'm gonna let it be a surprise.
Okay.
I have something funny planned in the interim.
Oh, you better tune in for that. And if you want to tune in and find out what that is, you should totally follow us here on Twitch. You should also, if you're watching this on YouTube, leave a like, a comment, and also hit that notification bell so you can get new episodes of the show every other every other Friday. We're going to be posting new episodes, and you'll be able to keep up with all of our escapades, including whatever Nick is alluding to. Also, follow us on Twitch. Follow me at the Obsidian twitch.tv/theobsidianman, and follow him at twitch.tv/unluckymagician76. Boom!
Hey, boom!
You like
Call
that?
to action.
You like how natural that was?
Yeah.
Like a glove.
Honestly,
like a
it's
glove.
a lot.
Like a glove, baby. Like a glove.
Like a glove. You know what? I like to think that we do our segues pretty decently. It's not like I don't want to put this particular YouTuber on blast, but it's a very popular, if not one of the most popular tech YouTubers, and his segues are the stuff of nightmares.
He's very good at giving tips about tech.
Yeah, that's too much. But
is it?
Yeah.
All right.
It is. If you know, you know.
If you don't know, now you know. Let's talk about Funimation, please.
Yeah, let's talk about Funimation.
I don't know. We talked about this a couple of months ago. I think that if Funimation takes the UI and the tech of Crunchyroll, and if they combine libraries and they create like the definitive like anime streaming platform, I'll be happy with that.
I would be happy with that too, but that's the thing with Funimation lately. Say what you will about Funimation. I'm not saying this as part of like any political stance or whatever.
Well, Nick, they use the word "sus" in an official translation. Nick, they use the word "sus."
Okay.
They use the word "sus."
Hold on.
It's the death of.
Stop right there.
It's the death of Western civilization, Nick. It's the death of Western civilization. They use the word "sus."
Okay. You know what? I'm going to say something real quick.
These people are ridiculous.
No, they are ridiculous. And here's why. You motherfuckers are so spoiled.
Oh, yeah.
Because you guys didn't have to live through our fan subs that we had. You thought it was bad. Now.
Oh, Holly is barking. I don't know what that's all about.
Holly is barking. Holly, can you hear him?
Anyway, sorry about that.
You didn't have to live through the fan-translated garbage that we grew up with like 10 years ago. Like, do you remember back in the day when we had to watch like Naruto split up into like 10 parts on YouTube?
No, I was gonna say, somebody in the chat earlier asked how old are we? We're old enough to the point where if you wanted to watch new Naruto episodes, you would have to watch it in 3 parts in 10-minute segments on YouTube. That's how old we are!
And part 2 was always missing.
Yeah. You want to know how old we are? I used to watch brand new Naruto episodes in 3 10-minute parts. That's how old we are.
Oh God.
That's
so you guys need to grow up. You guys need to realize that you guys have it really, really good. It's not like back in the day when you had like multi-part anime episodes per that. No, you have catalogs that are semi-organized
on demand.
Now, on demand,
like this is not like the early.
You can watch anime on your phone.
This is not like
This
is not like the early 2000s where you literally had to wait for the Toonami block. Sometimes you had to stay up until 3 in the morning to watch the anime you wanted to watch.
That's right.
And if you were lucky, you had DVR or you had like cassette tapes. You had cassette tapes to record.
That's how I did it.
Yeah.
I would just record the whole block and then just skip over everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. But that being said.
Yeah.
I think that this is a terrible idea. I think it's still monopoly now, because what they're going to do is, look, going back to what I originally said earlier, Funimation nowadays, at Funimation now, it's terrible, just like the app.
I'm proud of you.
What if you've ruined me? You put the poison in me.
But yeah, Funimation's output. I think we actually kind of talked about this a couple months ago too in our discussion, where the quality of Funimation dubs has wavered, especially with the simulcast dubs, where the quality was spotty at best because they were clearly rushing this stuff out the door.
Yeah, they have like a dub within like 48 hours,
which is impressive.
It's impressive, but still, just because you can cook a steak and just because you can microwave a steak, it's technically cooked.
It doesn't make you a chef. Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't make you a chef, and it's not going to be edible.
Right.
But yeah, dude, I don't know. And,
listen, I'm gonna.
This is not to knock the management or any of the voice actors. I'm strictly talking about the business side of this. And I'm just worried that they're just gonna fold Crunchyroll into Funimation now, and then they're just gonna nick it and not use any of that technology and not make Funimation now even better.
They would be absolute morons to not take the UI and all of the pre-programmed assets that Crunchyroll has built and the infrastructure that they've built via online streaming on mobile devices, it's not
only that, like they also have like a team of they have translators, they have special licensing that they have, and now that they own all that, it's just like great.
I'm gonna hold off and reserve judgment until we see what this collaboration looks like, because you know what this reminds me of? I remember when they announced Disney Plus several years ago. And in my head, I'm thinking to myself, this is going to be terrible. Because I was thinking, like, they're just going to make some carbon copy Netflix nonsense. It's just going to be an excuse for Disney to hoard all their IPs together. And it was, and it is.
It is, but you know what?
But I thought it was going to be a complete shit show. And here's the thing, even though I don't subscribe to Disney Plus, and I don't really care about it. Honestly,
you just mooch off the bus.
I don't give. Well, when was the last time we watched something from Disney Plus? I think Hamilton is the only thing I can think of that we watched on Disney Plus.
Oh God, was Hamilton the last thing that we watched?
What else have we?
Oh, that's right, because you don't watch any of the other stuff that
I don't really listen. Not to. I've heard from many people that these shows are pretty good.
Pretty good.
I just don't care. I don't care about like Scarlet Witch. I don't WandaVision. I don't care about WandaVision.
I think you would actually like WandaVision.
I don't care about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I don't care about
that
Loki.
one's kind of disappointing.
Loki
was so good though.
I don't care about the Mandalorian. I'm sorry. I've heard that they're great. I've heard that they're good.
You have no desire to see the Mandalorian whatsoever.
Nope, not at all.
You have lost your way.
What do you mean? You know this about me, that I'm not a Star Wars guy. What do you mean I've lost my way?
I was making a I was making a Mandalorian joke.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Because a popular phrase in that show is like, "This is the way," and like you whatever.
Sorry. That was like that went right over my head like a starfighter. Like a starfighter that went right over my head.
That's right.
Do they have starfighters in the Mandalorian? I don't know. Is Baby Yoda? Is Baby Yoda on the starfighter?
Yes, he is.
Good.
Oh, he's so cute. He's so fucking cute.
Okay, listen. I'm not gonna even get hung up on this, but like, listen. All y'all who think Baby Yoda is cute, and listen, to each their own. I don't care. I like some truly hideous things. But all y'all who look at Baby Yoda and go, "Oh, isn't he adorable?" Y'all are high on acid. Oh, y'all are smoking crack out your ass.
He's so. You take that fucking back.
You are all on some ganja or something, because Baby Yoda is hideously ugly.
He is.
I don't understand.
He's a national treasure. He's a galactic treasure.
Baby Yoda is an antichrist. He's a little Damien Omen child. He looks like a voodoo doll. I don't understand how any of you people can look at Baby Yoda and be like, he's so cute. Like, what do you
He
mean?
is.
What do you mean? He looks
He's
like
like a little
he
chihuahua.
looks like a dried out Cabbage Patch doll. What the hell are you? What are you people? Disney has infiltrated. Disney has infiltrated you with an IV or something because it's brainwashing you into thinking that Baby Yoda is actually cute. Like
He's so cute.
this is just, you know what? This is just like They Live, because like I feel like I have the glasses on, and like I have the and like
Are we gonna have a 10-minute fight
I feel like this is I feel
alley?
I feel like this is the movie They Live.
Put
Where
on the glasses.
I put
No.
on, wait, hold on. Do I have the sun? Wait, hang on.
Whoops.
I have the sunglasses on. I have the sunglasses on, and like, so without the sunglasses, it looks like Baby Yoda looks like that little Cabbage Patch monstrosity. But when I put it on, he looks like a piranha. I'm like, oh god, it's like the creature. It's like the baby from Eraserhead. I'm like, oh god, that's hideous. And you're like, he's so cute.
He's so.
Hey, put these on. Put these on. Damn it.
No. Ah.
God. This show has gone off the rails.
Well, I love it.
Oh god.
Oh my.
Anyway,
Yeah,
but in all seriousness, honest to God, I do not understand how any sane person would look at Baby Yoda and be like, I want a plush of that.
He's so cute. He's like one of those small, ugly dogs that are so ugly that like he's cute.
He's not so hideous that he's like. Here's the thing. Okay, there are some like skinless dogs, like you know the cat that like Dr. Evil has, like the Mr. Bigglesworth.
Mr. Bigglesworth.
Now that cat is so ugly that it's cute, right? Baby Yoda is like, it's like somebody at like a laboratory, like somebody at like a scientific lab. They tried to formulate and calculate the exact, like, we're gonna create the most marketable, hideously adorable thing that the masses will eat up like crack cocaine. And the result was Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda, baby. Oh, he's adorable. You will not besmirch Baby Yoda in my presence on the show ever again.
Absolutely hideous. Anyway, are you
He's so cute. He's so goddamn.
Okay, going back to Funimation and Crunchyroll.
Yeah, going back to Funimation now.
I'm gonna hold off on so I brought up Disney Plus, and so basically what I was trying to get at before the Baby Yoda conversation about how hideous he is that
he's so cute.
You're so nuts. But anyway,
The whole point I was
trying to make is that I thought Disney Plus was going to be an absolute gong show and that it would fold within like a year, and I was absolutely wrong.
Oh, no.
And I think it's the type of thing where if done properly, like if they revamp the firmware and the actual software side of things, and they actually make like if they remove Funimation now, and by the way, I heard that they're actually folding Verve into this as well. So it might not even be just anime anymore. It might be like 90s Nickelodeon shows and like original content and stuff.
No, it wouldn't be 90s Nickelodeon shows anymore because Nickelodeon's now owned by Paramount, and now Paramount has their own. This shit's gotten so out of hand.
So wait, you're telling me they took Nickelodeon shows off of Verve?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, fair. I don't know. I haven't been following Verve. Okay.
I haven't been following Verve either. Who uses Verve?
Yeah. But you know who uses Verve?
Nobody.
Baby Yoda.
No, he's under contract from his Disney overlords.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, you're gonna.
Mickey, you're back.
Oh, that's right, bitches.
Oh goodness.
Where's my goddamn money?
Oh no, Mickey. I don't know. I'm.
Ever wonder what happened to Pluto?
I'm gonna need some more time to stew on this. I'll be honest with you. I want to see. I honestly though. And by the way, just going back to our conversation about like, so for anyone who like, if it wasn't obvious, I was joking about the whole like the whole translator situation where somebody said the word sus in like the Nagatoro show, and like everyone on YouTube and like all the anti-tubers were like, they use slang in an anime translation dub. It's the death of Western civilization. I hope so. You might remember also when we talked about Dragon Maid, and I was sort of on the fence about the fact that like I think Lukoa uses the word like the patriarchal standards or whatever, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about that in an anime dub, but you know what? No, I've gone full off the I've gone full off the deep end. I hope they do it more. I hope they use more, like, just, and honestly, not even to be politically,
just out of spot.
not to be politically correct. Whatever the fuck that means these days. But not to be politically correct, but just to be spiteful. I hope that they use as much slang. I hope that somebody says "Among Us." Like, I want there to be like I hope in the Kobe dub, because I don't know if you saw that, but Kobe's getting an anime. Did you see this? Komi-san? Oh, come on, you know.
Oh,
Come on, I was gonna say, come on, you know who Komi-san is.
I know who Komi-san is, but you said Kobe, and I'm just like,
No, I said Komi. It's like Kobe. No,
I heard Kobe.
Oh, sorry. So Komi-san.
So that could either mean like the kid from One Piece,
Oh yeah, that's right.
or the basketball player.
Yeah, exactly. Bowling. He would
Ballin'.
he would be in the Space Jam anime. Anyway,
Oh god.
but no, so Komi-san is getting an anime, and I hope somebody in the dub of Komi-san says, "Oh, it's just like Among Us." I hope that they do it just to be, again, not to be politically correct, not to be like progressive or whatever, just to spite the 4chan Reddit dweebs. I want them to suffer. I want them to be like a snail with salt poured on them. I want them to be so salty. I want them to disintegrate into the sun with the amount of salt that they feel.
Oh my
because
god.
they are ridiculous, and I feed off of their ridiculous controversy. It gives me sustenance.
We're still dealing with certain controversies.
It gives me vitamins. My daily intake of vitamins and minerals is provided for by the dweebs on Reddit and 4chan and like 8chan and like the anti-tubers that complain about like
what the fuck is 8chan? Oh, is 8chan a thing?
You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
Probably not.
Basically, it's the birthplace of QAnon. That's all you need to know.
I thought that was 4chan.
Oh no.
This shit's gotten ridiculous.
By the way, if you want to really like all things in life, the iHeartRadio network has the answers that you seek. There's actually there's a really good podcast series on iHeartRadio called Q Clearance, where the host is this British news reporter, and he goes through the entire history of QAnon and tries to like put together like the piece, and like basically he explains to the average person like what QAnon is, what their manifesto is, kind of like what they stand for, the individuals responsible for QAnon. Basically, he does like a deep dive into QAnon, and it's great. He basically,
that's pretty cool.
He in his whole like 2-season series, he completely defrauds QAnon, and he like basically tears all their arguments and their manifesto to shreds. It's incredible. Anyway, I don't know. I'm cautiously optimistic about the Funimation situation.
You ready for the ASMR portion of the podcast?
Oh, please do it, please. Nothing would make me happier. Oh,
sponsored by Zevia soda.
Oh god, that was hot, Nick. That was hot.
I got that. Oh, dude, my lungs still hurt from last night. So we were watching BoJack Horseman last night.
Oh yeah, we started watching BoJack Horseman. It was great.
Yeah, and I was eating. I had a big glob of hot sauce on my burrito, and I took a bite out of it, and then something hilarious happened on screen, and I proceeded to choke for like a minute.
It was one of those like really off-kilter jokes that you like weren't expecting.
Was that the Navy SEAL episode?
Yeah,
or was that the episode before?
For anyone who doesn't know, there's an episode where BoJack gets into like a really petty argument with Neil McBeal, the Navy SEAL, because he steals his muffins at the grocery store. And so there's like a news reporter, and there's like a news report about like how BoJack is like. There's all these people that get interviewed, and they
hate the troops.
There's like a bunch of people that get interviewed about like, oh, BoJack Horseman, he hates the troops and he hates our military. And one of the people interviewed is this girl that BoJack slept with. And she's like, oh, he wrapped himself in a blanket, and he looked like an Arab, and like just really shallow, dumb Fox News stuff.
Yeah.
And Nick like choked on his burrito.
It was awful. My chest still hurts.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this cat. You cleaning yourself?
Christ.
I haven't been able to make. I haven't been able to make my bed at
Bro.
all because they've been on the bed.
Bro, we haven't even gotten to the cursed Amazon items yet, and I'm already like halfway out of steam. I'm, I'm already halfway out of steam. Oh goodness! All
No,
right.
I think we're just hitting our stride.
All right, whatever you say. I'm getting older. I don't have that youthful endurance I used to.
I'm older than you are.
The kids these days.
You're way more in shape than I am. How the hell am I still have any steam left?
The body is willing, but the spirit is dead on the inside. That's why.
All right, there's that.
Anyway, this seems like a good.
This seems like
a good point to transition to our cursed Amazon items.
CEO Chuck Lenore, born in 1964. Jeffrey Bezos.
Come on, Jeffrey, you can
do it. Pave the way, put your back into it. Show us why. Tell us how. Look at you came from. Look at you now. Oh,
welcome to
cursed
Amazon items. So
hey, the third installment.
Yeah, this is the third. So the first two installments of cursed Amazon items were part of the Dark Age that I talked about at the beginning of the show. They are not. Unfortunately,
my little dark age. I keep listening to that song.
All around my little dark age. Anyway,
I love that song so much.
It's a good song. So here's how this works. So unfortunately, all the episodes where we did the cursed Amazon items, they're lost in the sands of time. However, you can find a few clips from when we did the show. But if you don't know what this segment is, here's how it works. So Nick and I, when we first started the show, I noticed that even if you weren't looking for bizarre stuff on Amazon, it is actually incredible what you can buy on Amazon. I mean, like, you can buy some weird shit. And so I
think I've outdone myself this time.
So I
happy.
wanted to turn.
I have enough stuff for another segment in the future.
I have a couple of. So here's how this works. Nick and I each find we go out and we each find 5 items that you can buy right now. Today is August the 17th, 2021. These are items that you can buy today on Amazon. These are not things that used to be on the website or they were there and they're no longer available. These are things that if you watch this episode within a month or within like a week or a month of watching this episode, you can buy these things today.
Right now.
And you can get them shipped to you in 2
days.
In 2
days. We have Amazon Prime.
So in the past, there have been things like human bones that you can buy. Yes, really. There's no law in the United States that says you can't. And by the way, I found this out after we did the episode. Fun fact: there's no law in the United States that says that you cannot buy human bones and human remains over the internet. So if you want to buy,
I figured that would be illegal.
Oh no, it's completely legal.
I know in like certain cultures and stuff like that, like fertility, rituals or something, you put like a bone or something in a broth and then you drink it. It makes you virile and strong and manly.
Most places, most industrial nations, have a law that says that unless you're like a scientist or you're buying unless you're like a scientist or a researcher or something, you can't just buy human remains. There's no law in the USA, baby. USA. Oh, I love our country. Anyway.
Oh God, we're a mess.
Yes, indeed.
I love it too, but we're a mess.
So the premise of the show is that Nick and I will go out and we will find 5 cursed items, and these are things you can buy on Amazon today. So would you like to go first, or should I go first?
I would, because I think we should go in order of the list. So why don't you go first?
Okay.
Because mine is going to be really quick because I just found the pictures with the listings on them.
All right. So let me real quick. I'm going to change up some stuff. I need to adjust some stuff on Streamlabs real quick. Don't look at that. Don't look at my desktop. Don't look at it. All right, here we go.
I'll show you mine. It's a mess.
All right, let me get this.
I think it's pretty cool, to be honest.
All right, you might be able to see on Discord, but all right. So here's what I need you to. Okay, so Nick, on Discord, there is in the show notes. Do you see that I have my cursed Amazon list. And do you see the listing that says number 1?
Yes.
Okay. And so here's how this also works. We each pick 5 items, and I have not shown any of these to Nick, and Nick has not shown any of these to me. This is the first
No.
time. This is the first time.
It's the first time. So what you're seeing is our
our
real reaction.
All right. So we're gonna go in order, and so I always like to introduce every item that I show Nick before I ask him to click on it. So here we go. All right. Item number 1. So Nick, there's a certain like fairy tale goth aesthetic that is popular among like teenagers, preteens, the kind of people who like sort of like the Alice in Wonderland aesthetic, like it like dark, right? Like
kind of Adam's Family-esque.
Yeah,
people.
exactly.
I love you. Your big titty goths.
Yeah, exactly. The Death Note crowd, if you will.
Death Note crowd.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The Death Note crowd. But anyway, so like it's like Death Note, but they also like sort of fantasy stuff. So
okay.
This first item might be a fun, if you're that type of person, this first item might be a fun thing to display in your home or room.
Okay.
Go ahead and click on link number 1, please.
What in the fuck?
So what we have here is
what is this?
Dead Fairy Shadow Box display, handmade creepy mummified fairy corpse, a perfect display for your desk or bookshelf.
Oh my god.
So this is a mummified. This is a dead. This is like a zombie manic pixie dream girl who has been mummified into a little shadow box.
What in the fuck?
So if you ever wanted to see Tinkerbell but dried up like a piece of beef jerky, this is the product for you. And best of all,
Tinkerbell, more like Tweakerbell.
And best of all, it's only $26.
Oh, only $26. Oh, it's like 24 on my end.
Okay.
Oh, it is $26. Yeah, never mind.
This is a mummified fairy corpse displayed in an aged wooden box with cushioned fabric interior. This fairy's corpse is intricately detailed and hand-painted. Hand-painted, Nick, come on. That's real craftsmanship.
Bro, if I saw this in some girl's house...
Real craftsmanship, Nick.
Bro, if I saw this in some chick's house, I would run the fuck away.
Some chick's house? I was thinking about getting this. What are you talking about? I think
Stop lying to yourself.
I think it's very nice. It wouldn't horrify me in the dead of night when I got up to use the bathroom at 3 in the morning.
I was about to say, you're gonna piss yourself if you, especially like if it gets knocked. You are inviting demons or whatever into your fucking house.
It's a perfect creepy display for your desk or bookshelf. A great
say what you will about Disney fairies or like fairies and like general pop culture. In actual cultures and stuff like that, fairies are fucking assholes.
Hang on, let me just make sure that we're still up and running. Okay, great. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure that we were still
What in the fuck?
Right. Okay, dude. I want to read you this part of the item description. Check this out, right? It's a perfect creepy display for your desk or bookshelf. A great conversation piece for your office or library.
I think Janet from fucking HR is going to have a talk with you.
Can you imagine working at an office job? You have a cubicle.
I would think he's going to fucking kill me.
And your cubicle mate on the other side of you. Let's just say that they have, like, her name is, like, Rebecca. And you're like, and so Frederick comes up behind you and he's like, hey, man, I sent you an email. Can you print that out and hand it to Rebecca? And
no.
And you're like, great, I'll do that.
Fuck no, baby.
So you go to the printer and you print out the documents and you physically walk and you staple. By the way, you only use 1 staple. Those people who use 4 staples, get out of here. You're wasting staples.
You're wasting precious metal.
You're wasting staples and you're wasting my time.
I'm sorry, you
take your documents and you staple your documents together, you run over to Rebecca's desk, you're like, hey Rebecca, Frederick asked me to give this to you, and you walk up to her cubicle, and she has
what the fuck is that?
You see this on her desk, and she's like, oh, you like that, huh? It's a mummified fairy. It's a long story.
Oh god, no. I would run in terror.
Fun fact, I found this by going to Amazon and typing in cursed items.
Okay.
And so if you go to the here, I'm gonna show it on stream. But if you type in cursed items, there's multiple listings for this. Multiple sellers have this as an item that you can buy. Here, let me go. And if you go to like the second page.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, if you go to like the second or third page of search results, there's a whole bunch of these. Oh, come on, where is it? I saw it last time I did this. Hang on a second.
I think in this case I would.
Oh yeah, here's more of them. There's more listings on the third page. Look at this. There's so many listings for this. So many people. Look at all these listings. This is ridiculous.
What in the fuck?
This one's $35. This one's $33.
This one's $40.
This one's $16. This one's $99. $40. This one's $99.
Oh, does it have
all
fairy
right,
dust?
are you all right. I think that's enough of that. Are you ready to move on to item number 2?
I guess. I'm kind of afraid now for the rest of
All right, well, I gotta tell you, the next one is also pretty disgusting.
Okay.
So Nick, have you ever
Oh shit.
Oh, did you see it?
I saw
cheater.
No, I didn't see it. I looked up top, but
All right, Nick. Has this ever happened to you? Have you ever wanted to explain to someone what certain parts of the human body look like, but you don't really have like you can't like visualize it? Like, you know how every person has like a stomach, right? But like if somebody asked you to draw, hey man, like what does a stomach look like? Could you draw a stomach from memory? I don't know.
I could.
So have you ever come across the problem where somebody talks to you about like, oh, what does this part of the body look like? And you're like, you know, I don't really know. Well, if that's the case, then item number 2 might be for you.
Oh God,
Go ahead and click on number 2, please.
Yeah. Ew. Ew.
Ew. 1 pound. This is from 𝐿𝐴𝐴. Human body fat replica with display base. A pound of fake human body fat.
This looks like earwax.
Yummy. Human body fat replica provides students and patients with a physical and visual representation of
It looks like a wedge. It looks like a wedge of cheddar cheese that's been sitting out for like 2 hours.
Yes. Represents the appropriate volume of 1 pound of fatty tissue. Soft and pliable vinyl plastic construction enables users to hold and manipulate the model. Mounted for a 1 pound base. From 𝐿𝐴𝐴, leader of education products for over 75 years. Oh, by the way, Nick, I know what you're thinking, but unfortunately, it only comes in one.
Is that hair?
It only comes in one color.
Oh, goody.
I'm sorry. I know you wanted the red body fat, but it only comes in the one color. I know.
That looks like hair? That's fucking hair.
I know that you are slightly disappointed, but unfortunately,
this is disgusting.
And by the way, there were multiple listings for this. Here's authentic body fat replica. This is 5 pounds of body fat. This one comes with an actual pedestal.
This looks like after I cough after I've been smoking for a bit.
Here's one of the Amazon reviews from a user called Zeffy's Girl. Was great for a science fair. Well, I got this for a science fair thing. The average use for diet motivation makes sense, but kind of makes me sad. Also, for everyone who's complaining that it isn't accurate beside the model, they said you doesn't weigh so apparently they're lying about the listing. It doesn't weigh 1 pound. It's either less than a pound. People think about this. It represents a pound of human fat, but it's made from plastic. So basically, the listing is lying to you then. So it's not a pound of fake human body fat. They're lying to you.
This looks like a pound of fat. Oh.
So basically, this listing is a lie. Listen, when I buy my fake body fat from an online retailer, I want the genuine. I want a pound of. I want my pound of flesh.
You want? Oh God!
I want my pound of flesh, Nick. My literal pound of flesh.
Oh my God!
This is sitting in my bedroom dresser as a reminder of about what 1 pound of fat looks like.
I feel bad for that girl.
It is used as a motivator to prevent me from gaining back any weight that I have lost. So far, it is working.
Well, you know what? You do you. You live your best life.
Here's another review. This is 1 star. 1 out of 5 stars. Product does not look realistic, but the weight is not a pound. This is why the 1 star. I needed 1 pound, as it's stated to demo what 1 pound of body fat feels like. This fell short and only weighs 11.8 ounces. Disappointed. Damn it.
We have strayed too far from God's light.
I'm getting real hot about this, Nick. We have to move on to the next one. Are you ready?
Oh,
I can't look at this anymore. I'm too frustrated. I'm flustered right now. I'm flustered. This listing is everything that I've ever known is a lie. When I can't even buy fake body fat on Amazon and not have it be the exact amount promised in the ad, life itself is over. All right, moving on.
So, like, is this all body parts?
No.
Is this like the body parts episode?
No. This next one. Okay. So for this next one, okay, I might be cheating a little bit with this one because it's not exactly, and this is item number 3, by the way. I might be cheating with this one a little bit because it's not cursed. Well, okay, it's cursed, but not in like the way that the body fat was cursed, and not in the way that the
I don't know how you're gonna beat that pixie, that dead pixie girl.
Oh, trust me, I got some other stuff. But anyway, so this one's not really disgusting. This one just offends me on like a physical level. Like this one. So I was joking about being mad at the body fat. Like this one actually kind of makes me infuriated.
Oh God.
Okay. So
what is it? A Ben Shapiro action figure?
No, close, but no. If it was, it would be really stretchy because he likes to stretch the truth. Anyway, it'd be like one of those Stretch Armstrong dolls. No.
Let's just say for the sake of argument.
Okay. So Nick, you might know, and I guarantee you I've talked about it on the show before. One of my new favorite things that I have invested in this year has been wireless charging pads for my cell phone and for my headphones.
Right.
I love.
Oh no.
Like personally, I love.
Oh no, I think I might know what it is.
Now, personally, I love wireless charging pads. I think that they are like a revolution because I hate jostling cables. I hate phone charging cables. I hate them. They suck. My little port gets broken or whatever, or like the cable
gets dirty.
The cable gets worn out or whatever. You don't have to worry about that.
That's why I always get a phone case that has like a little like cover.
Yeah.
For it. Look at that shit.
However,
look how clean that looks.
So the same company who makes my wireless charging pad, Anchor, they also make a series of actual charging like traditional charging cables.
Okay.
However, this charging cable is a little bit different. So please go ahead and click on listing number 3.
Okay. Gold. It's gold.
So, this is the Anchor 2020 special edition.
Oh, it's actual gold?
24 karat gold USB-C to lightning cable, 6 feet.
It's gold.
This is so just to reiterate, this is a charging cable for your cell phone.
That's almost as much as a cell phone.
Plated with gold.
Jesus Christ.
Like, this offends me on a physical level. Because, like, imagine, okay.
It's like those assholes that put gold leaf.
How much, okay, you know how when you get, like, a new iPhone, or you get a new Samsung phone, that it comes with, like, a little charging cable?
I'm sorry, what was that? Samsung?
It's Samsung, whatever. Or what?
Samsung.
Yeah, what? I said Samsung. Like, what are you talking about? Samsung.
It's Samsung.
That's
sung.
I said
not
sung.
Whatever.
Samsung. Oh my god, this episode is unhinged.
I love it. I love it so much.
Anyway, so when you get a new cell phone, you get a new
Welcome
charging
to
cable.
the golden age of charging.
I love gold.
Oh, I love gold. Gold member would absolutely have this shit.
He would. No, this is the type of thing that he would make. Absolutely. And by the way, I don't know. Can you do me a favor and look at the last image of like the product demo images? It comes in a fancy box. You are now part of the charging
leather pouch.
Look at this. It says you are now part of charging royalty. 24 karat. So this is the kind of thing you buy to just completely This is the type of thing
that so unnecessary.
That your asshole coworker at the office. You know how earlier we were talking about there's like the girl Rebecca who has the dead fairy on her desk. Well, there's a guy named, and we'll say his name is Michael. So Michael has the cubicle down the hall from you, and you have to go to him because he's part of HR, and so you have to go talk to Michael at HR about something, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you see this, man? 24 karat gold charging cable cost me $100."
This is the fucking guy that would spend $500 on a Kanye special shirt,
Yes.
but it looks exactly like a Hanes white shirt.
Who is this
That's
for?
like
This is for like
this is for
this is for Silicon Valley tech elites. This is like the kind of thing like you only buy this when you have like fuck you money.
yeah, this is what you have when you have Bezos money.
Look at this. This is an Amazon review. A must-have cable for every creative. If your
There's
lightning
no way this is actual gold.
if
There's
your
no
lightning cable isn't gold, you are a nobody. Get this cable and be somebody. You're nobody, Nick. You're a goddamn. Do you have a golden charging cable?
No, because I'm not a fucking idiot.
I guess you're not anybody, Nick.
No, because I know how to manage my fucking money. No, you know who fucking buys this shit? This is the fucking guy that spends 10 hours in a line to buy a Supreme sticker. This is the fucking guy.
No, yes, absolutely. This is a product for the Supreme
Like this
generation.
is not even something for rich people. This is a hype beast.
Yes.
Fucking
This is the Logan Paul. This is the type of this is the kind of thing that Mavericks buy. Listen, guys, you could buy a normal pussy charging cable like an absolute beta cuck, or you could be a real testosterone grizzly bear motherfucker alpha wolf like me and get a 24 karat USB to C lightning cable from Anchor.
I mean, to be
Like a
fair,
real
he did have a Charizard card around his neck when he fought Mayweather for
What do you think he charged his phone with before the show, Nick? Obviously, it was the solid gold cable.
Jesus Christ.
This one makes me angry. Out of all,
There's
things,
a guy that there's this guy, I don't remember his name, but he's known as the Maserati guy on TikTok for the car community, and the whole car community fucking hates him. This is the type of thing that he would.
Oh yeah, inside the giant, like inside of the Swagmobile, this is the thing you like. Ladies, hey, would you like to charge your phone with my golden charging cable? It's made of real gold, you know.
That's not even a real, like, I'm looking at one of the product pictures that has like a watch or something like that. That's not even a real Rolex. That's a fake Rolex. That's like an Invicta.
But Nick, it invokes the idea of a real Rolex.
This is just unnecessary.
Okay, check this out. This is a review from somebody named Paul A. This is from February 26, 2021. I thought it was going to. This is one out of 5 stars. He says it is a normal cable! ! I thought it was going to be the best cable, but after 5 months of use, it stopped working like nothing.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Paul, I was gonna say, Paul, you're the only smart one, but you did waste $100 on a phone cable.
This is, yeah.
By the way,
it's a verified purchase too.
By the way,
bought it.
8 people found it. 8 people found the review to be helpful, Nick. 8 people.
There's most of them are 8. Oh wait, no, it goes.
Oh god.
This is fucking. I love how from JM.
Yeah.
A must-have cable for every creative.
Yeah.
If your lightning cable isn't gold, you are a nobody.
You're nothing. You're nothing. You're nothing without this cable. If you don't have this cable, kill yourself. Don't do that.
No,
please.
but
don't do that, please.
No, because I could at least pay my bill. Jesus Christ!
Don't do that, please.
If this is one of the worst investments I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh god. All right. This is the only one that, like, the other ones are kind of jokey and be kind of like being tongue in cheek. This one genuinely makes me angry. Because
I can see why.
This one, and by the way, I couldn't believe this. I found this actually. So like back when I was when I was looking for a wireless charging cable, or like a wireless charging pad, excuse me. I was looking. So the one that I have is from Anchor, from the company who makes this stallion of a product.
I have a few Anchor products myself.
And I was looking through their catalog, and I saw this, and I couldn't believe. I had to rub my eyes because I'm like, wait, is this real? Is this like is this an out of season April Fool's Day joke? And nope, this is a real product that you can buy.
What, you guys don't have charging phones?
What, you guys don't have gold chargers?
Oh, what, you guys don't?
Anyway,
this is like something a pip named Slickback would have in the boom
Okay, all right. Are you ready to move on?
Yes, for fuck's sake. I'm so angry at looking at this fucking thing.
All right. Now, Nick, here we go. Okay, so this is item number 4. Now, Nick, you're no stranger to cats. You love cats. You have many cats. In fact,
I have
there's
I
probably
have two of them right there, and then there's one right over there, that little sausage-looking one.
So you are no stranger to cats, and you're not allergic to cats. In fact, so one would say that you actually inhale the smell and the odor of cats every day. Yes.
Yes, I'm
I
pretty much. I'm
I
like 10% cat hair at this point.
I too have a cat that I love very much. His name is Trout. He's very old and very grumpy, but I love him a lot.
I saved his life.
This is true. One day I'll tell the story of how Nick saved my cat's life. That's a story, but
He owes me a life debt.
this story shall also be told.
Also be told.
But not right now. Anyway.
Where's the little
So
chungus anyway?
He might be outside. He likes to be outside and hunting birds until about like 5-6 o'clock, and then he comes inside.
He's pretty old now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's like 14 years old.
Okay.
But
Still
anyway,
got some life.
So you're no stranger to the odor of cats, the fragrance of cats, right?
I don't even notice it anymore.
Right.
I was born in it, molded by it.
But let's say that maybe one day you want to carry that scent of cats with you. Like, let's say you get in the shower.
No.
And let's say you get in the shower and you actually smell like a normal human being.
No.
Let's say you get into the shower and then after you properly use soap and deodorant and stuff. But let's say that you still want to have that cat smell, that little spruce of cat. That this product might be for you.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Oh,
Number 4.
no.
Yes, sir.
What is this? Why?
This is Demeter cologne spray, kitten fur, 4-ounce bottle, pick me up cologne spray.
No.
Hey, listen. Be yourself, please yourself, reveal everything, reveal nothing. Imagine anything. The scent of the scent of cat fur.
Okay. This is something that elderly white women that their life is just all cats. They literally have 10 cats.
Yes. They want to carry it with them out of the house.
Yes, exactly. They have like the little backpacks that have like the bubbles on them so they can fucking see. They walk their cats.
Yes.
Instead of like, oh, this is disgusting. I was looking, oh man, dude, I was looking at getting some cologne anyway. I sure shit ain't getting this.
Be yourself. Please yourself. Reveal everything. Reveal nothing. Imagine anything.
Reveal
to
everybody that you are a crazy cat person.
Dare anything. Remember what you please. Go where you want. Do what you want. Think your own thoughts. Smile to yourself. You get to choose. Make yourself happy, then look around.
Because everybody's staring at you because you smell like a litter box.
Now, Nick, to be fair, hey, we don't want to sound like we're falsely advertising this product. For the record, this is the smell of kitten fur, not of kitten litter. That's another. They're working on that fragrance. That one's not out yet.
Oh God.
Who
are the sad poor bastards?
The litter box fragrance is not out yet. That's coming in 2022.
I love this 3 out of 5 review from B. It's like crazy hints of smoke and fire.
Hey, this doesn't smell anything like cat fur.
Soft. Oh, Cat Family gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Soft like a kitten.
Hold up.
This is something
wait. Back up the fun bus. There's a 1-star review, and the caption says, "Not what I was expecting."
Writing crop.
It does. It does.
There is a writing crop like.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is for a different scent. I'm sorry. Yeah. Soft like a kitten. My absolute favorite scent. Lasts most of the day, and I get so many compliments. Nick, she gets compliments. It's so soft and warm, just like snuggling.
Yeah, from other crazy kittens.
Just like snuggling a chubby kitten.
Yes. This is something that Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys would come up with.
This is like something like the gang from It's Always Sunny would make.
Right?
Like, don't you see Charlie? Like, kitten mittens was such a huge success that I have to do cat odor deodorant.
This is Charlie, you do not wear deodorant. In fact, you smell like cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
You reek of cheese!
Oh, by the way, so
you haven't forgot about the smell.
So,
you haven't forgot about the smell, you bitch!
So, here's the thing. This is only one scent from this company. There are other scents they have, like beeswax.
These seem a lot more reasonable,
Black-
like almond,
Well, here's the thing,
beeswax.
like some of these aren't bad, right? Almond, okay.
Okay, honey,
Beeswax,
yeah.
all right.
Marshmallow,
Black bamboo,
pumpkin pie.
blackberry pie.
Yeah.
What?
This is not a pipe?
Why do you want
What's
to?
that even mean?
What do you?
I
why-
can't believe it's not butter. I can't
do you-
believe it's not.
Why do you want to smell like a bonfire? So what you're saying is you want to smell like a burn victim. That's what you're saying.
No, they smell like bacon.
Scottish shortbread, like at least that sounds like it could smell good.
What the fuck does a riding crop smell like? Isn't a riding crop like
It's leather.
the leather?
It's leather.
Yeah, it's like the leather like whip
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. For jockeys, yes.
Yeah, so you want to smell like
Like, okay,
BDSM geek?
At the very least, like most leather does smell good. So in theory, I can see where they're coming from. It's
Okay, but like you're gonna
it-
smell like Armorall.
it
for
makes
the
more
whole.
listen. It makes more sense than kitten fur.
Almost all of these smell, or I don't. Oh God, this. Oh, you can get it. Oh, you can get it on subscribe and save.
That's
you
right,
can
Nick. You can save money by subscribing every month or every 2 weeks or whatever. You can get a fresh dose of kitten fur every 2 weeks.
Ugh. Can you imagine if you put too much on that? You're. This is awful.
Listen,
This-
sometimes I want to walk out of. Listen, sometimes I'm on a hot date with a sexy lady, and I want to.
Is that how you get crazy cat ladies?
Can
You
you-
just spray that on you?
Can you tell I've been out of the dating game for many years? You when you're gonna go on a date with a sexy lady, and listen, you want to listen. Antonio,
Who's that lady?
listen.
Sexy, crazy cat
You could be a
lady.
complete idiot and wear some like Antonio Banderas cologne or
Or parfum from Johnny Depp.
no. Those all smell like garbage. Okay, you got to do yourself a favor. You got to go.
You don't like my Versace cologne?
No. That stuff is for absolute garbage fire humans. What you need to do.
Instead, you need to smell like an actual garbage fire or a
Yes.
bonfire.
Yeah, you smell like a bonfire. Or listen, maybe on the first date you put on blackberry
I'm
pie.
trying to figure out what.
Listen. On the first date, you put on blackberry pie, okay? But then and then the second date, you put on the clove. And then for the third date, when you really want the showstopper, you put on the kitten fur. That's when
That's when you seal the deal.
It's like, okay, you remember that one joke in Anchorman where the guy has the cologne that's just gasoline?
the sex. I'm not going to lie. It smells like pure gasoline.
The Sex
It
Panther.
really stings the nostrils.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That smells just like pure gasoline.
Yeah. Oh my God! It smells like a burning diaper wrapped in Indian food.
It smells like a used diaper filled with Indian food.
It smells like Bigfoot's dick.
Well, if we weren't canceled, now we are.
Hey, we're quoting a movie. We can't be canceled for that.
Yeah, it's true.
Depends on the movie. I'm trying to figure out what the scent of "This Is Not a Pipe" is. What is that smell?
Okay, so do you know what there's a famous painting called "This Is Not a Pipe"? Do you know what this is?
No.
You've never heard of this? Okay, so there's a famous painting.
Oh, wait, I have heard of this.
Yeah. I guarantee you've heard of that. Yeah.
Okay, so you
but
smell you smell like a shitty tobacco.
No, you smell like
You smell like the paint. You smell like paint.
No, you smell like a pretentious artist. No, I'm just kidding. It's one of the most famous paintings of all time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was kitten fur, Nick. So if you wanna have some of that feline fragrance, and you can put it under your armpits, or you can put it, kind of around your neck or whatever, going on
In
a hot date.
Genital region.
Yeah, you gotta spruce up the old dick and nuts with
Yeah.
cat fur.
Honestly, if you spray kitten fur on your junk, that is the only pussy you're gonna get
Exactly.
from now until the end of time.
Yes. That's the closest you're going to get to getting pussy then. Anyway, God, that's so
Yes.
depraved. Oh my God. We've hit rock bottom. Oh God.
No. As far as I'm concerned, no, there's always another bottom.
Okay, anyway.
No, I think we're just hitting our stride.
Oh, by the way, speaking of rock bottom, we've come to the last item on my list. Are you ready for this?
Oh no.
So something that happened between this recording and last recording is I bought a bike.
Mhm.
I've been wanting to get a new.
That was a whole ordeal too.
Yeah, I bought a new
Or
bicycle.
the stuff leading up to you buying the bike was a
Well,
whole
yeah,
ordeal.
but I mean, yeah, like so last Wednesday, I went to my local bike shop down the street and I bought a bike, and I'm really happy. I love riding a bicycle. I haven't ridden a bike since like junior college, and then I had to stop because I had to start commuting with my car. But I really did miss riding a bike, so I'm like, hey, I'm gonna use some of my tip money and I'm gonna buy a bicycle. You okay, Nick?
I just had a weird pocket of air.
Okay.
I don't want to cough it in the mic.
Oh, good man.
Oh no. There's some more to meters fragrances down there. There's one.
No, we're moving on to the next one.
I know, but you have to see this one.
No, we're moving on.
No, I have to tell you it.
Fine.
It's earthworm.
Yes, good. I want to smell like, well, wouldn't that just be dirt?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, yeah.
Dirt and mud, I guess.
Anyway, so
All right, let's move on.
I bought a bicycle, and it's great. It makes me really happy. I get a nice workout. However, I just bought the bicycle. I haven't bought any bicycle accessories yet. Now,
So no helmet, no knee pads, no nothing.
No helmet, no knee pads. I am planning on getting a bicycle light.
Okay.
And while I was shopping for bicycle lights, I came across this one that was very unique. So instead of buying a normal light,
I also
now instead of buying a normal light, like a blinking light, that's boring. That's boring. That's lame. Nobody would take me seriously if I had a normal bike light on. However, if I had this on my bike, people would actually respect me and they would think that I was a super Chad. So go ahead and click on the final item, item number 5.
Oh my god. You know what's really sad? I also found this item, and this is one of the items that I
No.
the truck nut lights. I have that in the list.
I'm sorry. This is
I just in case if this happens, I have many backups.
Okay.
So I will post
By the
it
way,
right now.
this has actually never happened before. Nick and I have never picked the same item before.
No, it's never happened before. This is the first.
This is a weekly chat first.
As soon as you said bike, I was like, "There's no way he found those those light up truck nuts. There's no fucking
they're
way."
waterproof night LED colorful lights, bicycle seat. Here we go.
Damn it!
Yeah, baby. But yeah, no. Check this out. They're waterproof, right? And they change colors.
Oh, goody!
Listen, so sometimes if you have a case of blue balls, your bike nuts can reflect that.
Your bike. Oh god.
Oh, look at them together, and look at the fourth image on the demo pictures. They're all glowing.
There's a whole bunch of.
They're glowing together like a family.
Is this safe for work? I don't think it.
Whatever. I mean, it's not like they're actual balls. They're like a replica of balls.
My balls don't look like that.
Wait, what? They don't?
Do yours look like that?
I have to make a phone call.
I gotta go to
please. Oh God, please! It's fine. No worries. No worries. It's fine.
You mean you don't have a third nut?
Third? I have like 7.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
But yeah, bike nuts.
Bike nuts.
They glow in the dark. Look, this guy, I love in one of the pictures they show a kid with bike nuts on his backpack, like, aha.
It's an upside down.
I don't just carry it with me on the bicycle, ladies. I have my bike nuts with me wherever I go.
That you are gonna be alone.
I go balls to the wall 24/7.
Oh, stop.
Waterproof, convenient for use on rainy and foggy days and other bad weather. Service to improve your safety. It will dry out soon after the rain.
You know, I wonder if this is going to be one of those things where
there's no reviews. There's no customer reviews. This is a new product. This is fresh on the market. Balls deep.
Fresh. Oh my God! Stop.
And that was it. Wait, hold on.
Damn it.
This item cannot be shipped to your selected location. What? What do you mean? You can't deny me the bike nuts. This is an outrage,
It just
Jeff
looks like
Bezos.
it just looks like an upside down like heart.
A heart, yeah. Ooh.
Like I wonder
Anyway,
if somebody bought this trying to be slick or sly.
And that was it. That was my Amazon list. So I'm gonna pull up yours real quick, and then we will.
Hang on, I gotta.
Hang on.
Hang on, let me minimize this real quick.
Okay, no problem.
You know what? I'll just show. You know what? I'll just show it to you, or I'll show it to the folks, and then I'll put it on the notepad afterward.
Sounds good. Just here's the. I'm gonna look at your postings that you put on the notepad.
Mine are not links. They are actual like just pictures that I found from different listings.
I'll look at. I'll have the pictures, and I'll have you commenting on them.
Okay. So, CEO Chuck Lore.
All right. So go ahead. Go ahead and introduce this.
Okay.
Number one.
As of 2020 last year, there was a massive shortage of toilet paper.
Yes.
Yep, like it was worth its weight in gold.
It was.
Now, you're wondering, oh, well, if we're going to have a shortage of toilet paper, why don't I just get a bidet? But bidets are too expensive. So, this item will hopefully help you.
All right. This is the Roto Wipe. Say goodbye to toilet paper. Oh, I see. So, like, oh, this is smart. This is clever. Okay, I like this. So you
with soft touch technology.
So you're saying that hang on, let me I can zoom in. Great. So you can go ahead and sit on the the crapper, and you have this little guy rotate. Is this a gag product or is this real?
I think it's a gag product.
Damn it! I want it to be real so bad.
Those bristles look tough as shit.
Is this the kind of thing? Is this one of those novelty gift boxes that you buy for someone where you put an actual like cool gift inside?
I think so. Yeah. Hang on. Let me double check.
All right.
Because I found. I have to know. I have to know for science.
Sweet mother of mercy.
I know. Yeah. So it is a gag gift.
Okay. Good.
Thank God.
It looks.
It's only $8.
I wish it was real.
I don't, because those bristles they're gonna shred my butthole.
This looks like a prototype for one of those Japanese toilets that like squirts your butt off afterwards.
No, this is like the redneck version of it.
Redneck version. I put a dishwasher brush on the end of a gasket.
Yeah. It's powered by my I basically filled the back tank with diesel.
Oh God, diesel. All right.
Oh. All right. So unfortunately, the bicycle ball lights is number 2, so we'll just skip over that.
Bicycle ball lights. Hello. Yeah,
right.
We'll skip over it. We'll skip over it.
So, Pat, for number 3.
Yes.
We were speaking of cleanliness and cats.
Yes.
Don't you just sometimes your cats were just right there, just like how a dog.
Yes.
Grabs your slippers or your paper at the end of the night.
What an asshole.
What an ass! Well, yeah. But with this item, you will have all that and more. So please click on number 3.
Oh, the cat butt tissue holder. Yeah,
that's right.
He's popping a squat and giving me a tissue.
That's right.
I like that. I like that.
It's kind of funny. He also looks like my boy Toulouse.
So earlier when we were talking about the crazy cat lady. She would have this in her house.
Oh, she would absolutely.
She would have this in her house while applying her cat fur deodorant.
This is oh God.
Her cat fur cologne, if you will.
Oh. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was pretty funny. So this one actually
number 4.
Let's go to number 4.
All right.
Pat.
Yes.
Winter is upon us.
Yes, winter is not coming. It's here.
But sometimes in the winter, in the morning, you just want some eggs.
Yeah.
But sometimes you don't want the yolks because the yolks are very calorically dense.
I saw this. I think I know what this is. I saw this and I was gonna put this on the list. I think I know what this is. Go on.
So hopefully during the winter when you're making a nice egg white omelets, hopefully this item will help you.
Yeah, this is it. I saw this too. This was actually under consideration. This thing looked disgusting.
I know.
Mr.
It's
Sneezy.
so gross. It's a sneezy egg separator.
Why would you want to cook? Like, I know that like it's egg white and you're not supposed to think about it, but like, who sees this and is like, it's breakfast time?
It's for those ants that think they're being funny, but
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
actually being horrifying.
Absolutely. This is a white elephant gif that your shitty boss at the office gives you. Like, you get it, Patrick? It looks like a guy has a bad cold.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, Mr. Sneezy's got the Rona.
Oh, is that what that is?
Maybe.
He's.
It looks so gross. It's so long.
You see, kids, this is what happens when you don't get the vaccine.
That's right. You turn into Mr. Sneezy.
You turn into Mr. Sneezy. Your eyes swell up like almonds, and you start leaking out of every orifice in your body.
Oh man.
Great. Anyway,
So
yes,
Pat,
this is
we were talking about for number 5.
number 5. Okay.
We were talking about small fairy tale type creatures.
Yeah.
And we decided that we don't like them anymore on the podcast. How would you like a trophy or a memento to further cement your hatred towards these small fairy tale like creatures like Lord Farquaad
Okay.
and Shrek? Hopefully, this item will help you remember.
Wait, you mean I can use this to get rid of Baby Yoda? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay.
You leave Baby Yoda. If you don't touch Baby Yoda,
So this
the Mandalorian will come.
This is the Great Gnome Massacre. So this
The Great Gnome Massacre.
now hold on. I feel like hang on. We have to pump the brakes for a minute. There's a very specific type of grandma who buys this, okay?
Oh yeah.
So first off, they already have to be someone.
It looks like Shin Reptar.
Shane Reptar.
It's the eyes.
So first of all, this is for somebody who already likes garden gnomes. Like, they have a bunch of garden gnomes that they unironically, this is like their hobby. This is the thing that they like, right?
They're just slaughtering Winklebottom's family.
Now then. Now, Grandma has her grandson. We're going to call him Terry.
Eric?
Terry. So, Grandma Susie
got killed by the gnomes.
Grandma Susie, her daughter and her husband are going to Cancun for vacation, and they're like, Grandma Susie,
to Cancun though.
Grandma, can you please take care of little Terry for us? We're going on vacation to reinvigorate our dying marriage. To reinvigorate our dying marriage.
We're gonna go to a swingers resort in Tijuana.
We're gonna go consummate our marriage and rekindle our dying romance. So would you please take care of little Terry for us? And Grandma Susie's like, of course, dear. And then little Terry comes over and he says, Grandma, your garden gnomes are so lame. And Grandma Susie she's patient. She's kind and she's patient. So she's like, well, I don't know, little Terry. I think that they're cute and I think that they're adorable. And little Terry is like, they look like garbage, Grandma.
Oh God, I just turned into Mr. Sneezy.
Mr. Sneezy.
I didn't sneeze in the mic this time. But
Got the egg whites coming out your nose.
Not yet.
But anyway, so little Terry is like, Grandma, your garden gnomes look like garbage. Garden gnomes, more like garbage gnomes. Ace! Now, excuse me, Grandma. I'm gonna go play Fortnite with my friends. Screw you, Grandma! And so Grandma Susie, she's upset by this. But she's like, hey, I'm gonna reach across the aisle and I'm gonna do something that my grandson would like. So she goes to the local
She goes to the Goodwill.
She goes to the local
She looks at the dead fairy. It's like, not today.
Not today. Not today on the dead fairy. Next time.
I swear that dead fairy is like a monkey's paw.
She goes to the Goodwill. Yeah. And on the shelf of the Goodwill, there's a spot where she gets all her garden gnomes. And she sees this on the shelf. She sees this Godzilla creature. She's like, oh, well, that's a little violent, but maybe little Terry will like that.
Maybe this will satiate little Timmy's bloodlust.
Little Terry's bloodlust. And so she buys it and brings it home. And
What's that you say, Timmy?
and she puts it outside of his room, and little Terry sees it and is like, you know what, Grandma? I think guard gnomes are pretty cool after all. I love you, Grandma Susie.
And then she died of a stroke 2 hours later.
Wow. Okay. You just went there. All right. you just gnome massacred my wholesome story.
Yes, I did.
Are you saying that she's like the gnome on the bottom left who's like dying?
Yeah. She's not dying by being crushed. It's actually she's smelling burnt toast.
Grandma got killed over by Godzilla.
It was all the glue that she was huffing.
Okay, okay. Well,
oh God.
Well, I'm emotionally spent. Great.
Oh wait.
Let me.
But wait.
Oh wait.
There's
hold on.
more.
Oh wait. There's more. Okay, great.
I have a replacement one.
Can you go ahead and post that in the
I will
notepad,
post
please?
in the note. So Pat, so this is perfect for you.
Yes.
It's the perfect accessory for your biking adventures.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, what? Okay, actually, okay. Unironically, this looks like a good idea. Because, okay, listen. Let me tell you, right? As somebody who just started biking again for the first time in years. Okay, bro, those first couple rides. Here's the thing. The rest of my body felt great, right? My legs felt great. My legs felt great. My back felt great. My heart got pumping. I got a lot of cardio in. My ass hurt after the first couple rides. My ass hurt like hell.
Oh, is this one of the first?
I was sore as shit.
Oh, dude, I can't imagine trying to take a shit after a long biking session. Oh,
Here's like I sat down afterwards at my computer after I got off the bike, and my
just like
actually, okay, wait, that's not true. Here's what actually happened. Okay, so the day I bought my bike, I went on like an hour bike ride, and afterwards I felt fine. But then when I woke up the next morning and I got up to I had to like stretch my stomach to go pick up my phone on my bedside table, and the moment that I did that, my butt went like, ah! What did you do to me? You idiot! And I'm like, oh Jesus, I'm sorry, body.
you're just
God.
working out muscles that you didn't know you had in your glutes.
So yeah, I definitely remember doing this happening when I was bike riding in the past. So it's one of those things where I definitely have to rebuild those muscles again. But yeah, after those first couple rides, my butt was like, "You fool!" So these shorts,
out of context weekly chat.
That's right. So these shorts actually looked like a good idea. The moment that I saw them, I'm like, I get it. No, like, so it's not even like that's funny. No. The moment I saw this, I'm like, that's genius.
Is this gonna be the first cursed Amazon item that you actually purchase?
Maybe someday.
Maybe someday.
Although here's like, I actually do need to build up my own muscle memory, so I feel like this would just be like putting a band-aid on a brain tumor. This wouldn't, like, eventually the butt cushion will wear out, and I don't, like, I'd rather just build up. I'd rather suffer now.
Oh yeah, it's getting wore out.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but anyway, I'd rather suffer the pain now and build up a tolerance for butt punishment now. That's right. I did that on purpose.
Call her Peggy Hill.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that was it. That was this edition of Cursed Amazon Items. We did it. Let me go ahead and fix it. Let me go ahead and fix the show real quick. In the meantime, please enjoy the visual of the bike nuts again.
The bike. I'm so bummed that we both picked the bike nuts.
I'm sorry, I didn't. Hang on, let me go like that.
This has never happened before in the history of us doing the Cursed Amazon Items.
Boom!
Bit.
All right, we're back. We fixed the we fixed.
Shablam!
Boom! We're back to normal vision. So that was it. That was Cursed Amazon Items. I really like doing that. I think it's one of the most fun things we do on the show. And like I said, these are items you can buy today. You can buy the bike nuts. You
Get that shit on Prime, except for the bike nuts. Apparently, you have to import that.
You can buy the fairy, the petrified fairy. You can buy the fake body fat. You can buy all the stuff that we talked about today, right now on Amazon.
That fucking dead fairy, man. That thing's a monkey's paw.
Was that do you think that was the most? Let's vote on what the most cursed one was.
Oh, the pixie one. Absolutely.
This is true.
That fairy one, that's the dead ringer. That's the.
I swear to God though, man, the 24-karat gold cable, that one pisses me off. But I think the fairy is more cursed.
That
for
one
sure.
is more excessive.
Also,
than
I think that the kitten fur is in my opinion the most cursed one.
right. Speaking of kittens, aw.
All
Hang
right. So
He's rolling around.
Rolling around. Rolling around. While Nick is rolling around, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit that like button. Leave a comment. By the way, if you why don't you leave a comment telling us what your favorite product that we looked at today was? Was it the dead fairy? Was it the bike nuts? Was it the replica body fat? Who knows? Leave a comment down below telling us what your favorite curse item that we talked about today was.
No, mine.
Do you have suggestions for future episodes and future parts of the Cursed Amazon segment? Are there
Or
items?
if you just want to ask us a question in general.
Are there other items that we missed during today's segment that you want us to look at for future episodes? Leave a comment down below.
Post. We need engagement. We need to smash the bell. We need to beat 𝐿Grhythm.
And now it's time for one of my favorite segments and one of your favorite segments. It's time for the One Piece report.
Meanwhile, in the Grand Line.
That's during this week's One Piece. The treacherous the treacherous spider maiden Black Maria is in hot-blooded combat with Nigo Robin, the Devil's Child, and the only person, or well, one of the only people that can read the poneglyphs. Will Nigo Robin survive? Tune in this week to the One Piece report and find out.
To adventure.
Yo!
Oh man, Yago.
Okay, dude. Yes. Speaking of cameo. Okay, so speaking of Guilford Godfrey. So, okay, first of all, one thing at a time. So for anyone who doesn't know, somebody paid, so there's a website called Cameo. And what it is, it's a place where celebrities lend out their voice talent and, like, basically, you can ask, like, any celebrity to do, like, a video for you, right? So a lot of people do things like, they pay Guilford Godfrey to be like, "Happy birthday, Susan! Yeah, I heard you're 23 this year. That's a big year." And so you can get...
do a really good Gilbert Gottfried.
Thanks, I try! Sorry.
It's Mickey Mouse on acid.
That does hurt my throat, though. Holy shit.
It does hurt, yeah.
Holy shit, that hurts my throat.
Have you actually heard what he actually sounds like in real life?
That's not what he sounds like? What do you mean?
No, like, that's all like a voice.
No
that he does.
way, really?
Yeah, he just sounds like a normal guy. Yeah.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
You shattered my whole perception of the world right now. Next, you're gonna tell me that Santa's not real.
Who's gonna tell him?
Oh no.
I don't want to.
Anyway, so Cameo's a website where you can pay celebrities to say stuff for you. And so somebody paid
Within reason.
Yeah,
reason.
Yeah, like they have to approve it. Like you can't just be like, "Oh, read Mein Kampf for me, Gilbert Gottfried." Like they will, like anything like within reason. If you pay them enough money, they'll say something for you, or they'll do like a birthday message, or like a bar mitzvah message, or like like happy anniversary, like that kind of thing. But they also will sing songs. So somebody paid Gilbert Gottfried to sing the 4 Kids One Piece opening. So if you go on YouTube and look it up, you can hear Gilbert Gottfried go, "Yago, dreaming,
Hey.
don't give it up, Luffy." And he says, instead of saying Luffy, he says Luffy.
To be fair, like every single language pronounces Luffy differently. Like in German, like Luffy is like Luffy.
So speaking...
Oh, wait, no, it's Japanese.
Speaking of Cameo, do you remember a couple episodes ago we talked about Rudy Giuliani and how he was disbarred to practice law in the state of New York? By the way, he's been disbarred in other places since that episode. He's even more disbarred now than what we talked about him back in the day.
Oh, joy.
But by the way, so for anyone not in the know, Rudy and a bunch of people in the Trump administration are getting their asses sued into the ground by Dominion voting. So for anyone who doesn't know, whenever you go vote in person, like if you go to your polling place for your local election, your state election, your presidential election, like whatever, and you go in if you don't do mail-in ballot, if you go in the flesh, most voting machines that you go and you process your ballot through are made by a company called Dominion. So during the fallout of the 2020 election, where Trump propagated the big lie about like I won by a landslide, meh. So he perpetuated the election lie, and again, it's a lie. It was a lie. He did not win. In fact, he lost by a huge margin. Actually, he actually lost the popular vote twice, but that's not the point. The point is that Trump basically told his cronies, Mike Lindell and Rudy Giuliani, to lie through their teeth for him to perpetuate the Stop the Steal scandal, which was a lie.
Okay. Yeah.
And so Rudy Giuliani went on TV and defamed Dominion Dominion as a company, basically saying that Dominion had like, oh, they got machines that rigged that like every time somebody voted for Trump, they actually counted for Biden, and like Dominion like they reprogrammed machines to like get rid of Trump vote, and so like he spread all these lies about it, right?
Okay.
And guess what happened? So by the way,
he's getting sued for millions of dollars.
You might not know this, but Dominion is a company. It's one of those companies that like nobody knows like who they are or what they are, but they're worth several $1 billion.
Makes
like
sense.
Billions with a B. So when by the way, Mike Lindell, you might know better as the My Pillow guy. If you grew up watching Fox for like Fox Sports or like Hell's Kitchen or like MasterChef like I did it and like Nick did, odds are pretty good you saw a My Pillow guy commercial. Well, that guy, and yes, that guy, the guy in the commercials, he also, by the way, he's a huge Trumper guy. No surprise, but like, they both went on live TV during the Stop the Steal nonsense. And they perpetuated the election fraud lie. And so guess what happened? Dominion was like, hey, Rudy Giuliani. Hey, Mike Lindell. You sure are defaming our products and services on live national television without proof or evidence. So, yeah. We're going to sue you. We're going to sue you both for $1.9 billion each. They're suing They're suing Mike Lindell for $1.9 billion, and they're suing Rudy Giuliani for $1.9 billion. That's not good. And what's even worse for Rudy is that he's disbarred from practicing the law, and he's no longer the president's personal lawyer. And Trump is not giving him any financial aid or any like economic or like support network for his actual case against Dominion. So in other words, Trump has left Rudy Giuliani out in the wind. And so Rudy has no source of income right now because he got fired as the president's lawyer.
Is he doing fucking cameos? Is that what you're insinuating?
Yes. Thank you. I was getting there. So Rudy is facing a $1.9 billion lawsuit. He's discredited. He's disbarred from practicing the law. So he's super broke right now. So guess what Rudy's doing?
Pouring himself out for them OnlyFans.
Rudy is on Cameo. Rudy Giuliani, the former mayor of New York, the president of the United States, former lawyer, the former president, former
Seinfeld guest star.
Also, he actually had a cameo role in Borat 2.
Oh, yeah.
a very special cameo, a very special guest appearance.
All right, but we're going way off base right here.
Hold on. So Rudy Giuliani is on Cameo. That's how far he's fallen as an individual in the public space.
The whole 4-season scandal was pretty funny to me.
He has fallen so far, he's doing Cameo. Anyway, Guilford Godfrey, Rudy Giuliani, One Piece. Let's do this. Anyway,
we went on.
Sorry.
I was just like, how the fuck are we going to tie this into a...
I'm sorry, because you were talking about Guilford Godfrey and doing the One Piece rap, and I'm like, oh, you know who's also on Cameo? Rudy Giuliani.
A message to you, Rudy.
Anyway, Rudy, from all of us here at the Wrigley Chat, we wish you nothing but the worst.
Yeah. All right, but One Piece.
One Piece.
So
So this was a very exciting week for One Piece.
Yes, it was. We got to see the Black Maria Nico Robin fight that's been hyped up for.
I don't know if it's. Do you think it's over? I don't think so.
Maybe. It's kind of hard to say.
It seems like it was really quick. But yeah, so what happened in this last chapter is there's a potential conclusion to the Black Maria Nico Robin fight during the ongoing Wano arc of One Piece. So last time we talked about how Black Maria is this like illusionist. She's like this like spider, kind of like kimono girl, like geisha type of like, almost like this weird combination of like a spider geisha like warlord type of character. And so her whole thing is that she could use like spider poison, and I think she has a double fruit, right? She's got like an ancient spider fruit, right, or something, right?
I don't know. It hasn't really been.
Or like a scorpion. She's got like a stinger tail.
I think it's a spider.
But like I thought she had like a scorpion stinger, right?
No, because Black Maria is a type of spider, not a scorpion.
No, but I thought that she had like a stinger thing that the Nico. Anyway, whatever. She's like let's just say she's a spider. I thought that whatever. Anyway, let's just let's just say for the sake of argument, she's a spider.
Shut up, Benny.
All right. Benny, are you okay? Are you okay, Benny?
No, he's not. Anyway.
Woo!
But yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, Black Maria was fighting Nico Robin, and so she was using these like she has this potential illusion power where she can like recreate your lost loved ones and like use your memories against you.
That was fucked.
Yeah,
we got to see like Professor Clover and like
Nico Robin's mom.
Nico Robin's mom. Fuck.
Yeah.
I would have been pissed the fuck off. Although, man, Black Maria, she fights dirty.
Oh, yeah,
she pulled out those fucking like brass knuckles or something and just cold cocks.
By the way, so one thing I really liked, Black Maria fights Nico Robin, and so it's a one-on-one fight because Brooke said in the last chapter, like, "Hey, can you handle this?" And she's like, I hoped you would say that."
Yeah.
And so Black Maria's like, "Aha! I get to fight you all by myself, Nico Robin. It's time for you to die." And so Black Maria kind of gets the upper hand for like half a second. She like basically like Nico Robin uses her devil fruit to create like a big like giant version of herself that has like multiple like hands and multiple like arms to attack with. And Black Maria's like, "Oh, well, I could just inflict damage on these and it goes back to you. So all you did was make a bigger target for me to hit and destroy." And so we get a small flashback, and we finally I've been waiting for this forever, Oda. I was waiting for this forever.
No, we've been waiting for it for what, like almost 10 years at this point.
And so we finally get a glimpse of what Nico Robin did with the Revolutionary Army during the time skip.
I always forget that she had like a 2-year stint with them. Like it almost never comes up.
No, it doesn't. And so finally it kind of comes up where both Sabo and Koala were like, "Hey, we know like cool martial arts. Do you want us to teach you?" And she's like, "I'm already kind of an assassin, but all right." And so Nico Robin learns.
And they're just like, "Yeah."
So Nico Robin knows, to quote the Matrix, I know kung fu. Except so she knows like some fishman karate techniques.
Nice.
Which is wild. I love it. It's such a and so not only does she know fishman karate, but she can manipulate the limbs of her body to basically do like sumo. You know how like sumo wrestlers like slap people with their palms? So Nico Robin can basically do that, but with her giant hands.
These giant hands. That was so cool. I cannot wait for this to be animated. All these fights are going to be...
But that's not even the best part.
No, it's not.
That's not even the best part of this. So not only does Nico Robin learn... She has this cool, like, form where she can basically summon a giant, like, version of herself to like, basically... Okay,
it's almost like,
how,
Netero.
Remember,
like Netero from Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, but you know what it reminded me of? You know, like Byakuya from Bleach, how he has the Senbon Sakura where he can attack you with like all those different like blades.
Yeah,
it's kind of like that, where she can basically summon like it's sort of like Unlimited Blade Works from Fate too. She can just summon like a whole army of her
Unlimited Arm Works.
Unlimited Arm Works.
It's so cool.
So she can do all this cool stuff. But in addition to that, she can. So Nico Robin has always been this character that's like been steeped in darkness.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we talked about it last time. She's an assassin. She was a leader.
She's literally called like the Demon Child.
Yeah, she's the Devil's Child. Like that's her insignia. That's like her name. That the world, like the whole world has told her entire life that she's her existence itself is like a monstrosity. And so Nico Robin has always kind of taken that in stride. But I wanted to talk to you about this. So before we discuss this, I'll tell you what happened. So Nico Robin basically harnesses the power for Double Fruit and hockey. We'll talk about it. She harnesses
looks like it.
She harnesses her powers to become a giant devil Nico Robin. She becomes a giant evil
Demio Fleur.
She becomes a giant hot demon lady and kicks the shit out of Black Maria. And it's amazing.
I know, she basically just snaps her Bane style over fucking...
She grabs, like, Black Maria, who's...
yes, I was wondering what would break first, your spirit or your body?
By the way, Black Maria is... If you're not reading the manga, Black Maria is huge. She's giant.
Yeah, she is the tallest one out of... Yeah, she's the biggest one out of all the Tobiropo.
So Nico Robin uses her powers to create this giant devil demon version of herself, and she dwarfs Black Maria. And she grabs her and basically does like a chokehold. And she gets... It looks like she's knocked out, but who knows?
Who knows?
It looks like she's down for the count, but Oda has done this in the past.
I mean, it's not the first time that Nico Robin has actually like snapped people's necks.
Yeah,
she does it all the time.
I felt like, oh crap, she did!
She did!
Yeah,
she did!
Now, I wanted to talk to you about this. So, like, it looks like when she becomes the devil, like, she turns into like a giant flower demon. By the way, oh my god, all my fetish radar is off the chart. It's like, have you ever seen that shit post on Twitter where they dub over Ava, where they dub over Evangelion, and it's like how much pussy does this motherfucker get? We read
zero pussy, man. Dear God.
Dear God, that's how I felt.
We're reaching critical levels of thirst.
We're reaching critical levels of thirst.
I think, quick aside.
Yeah.
Kaiser has been on fire with these little mini sketches.
Oh yeah, they're great.
Yeah, like he just needs to keep doing that for like forever from now on. His Skeletor ones are great.
Yeah,
Jokes on you. I'm into that shit.
That's right.
Oh God. But anyway, yeah,
so it looks like when Nico Robin turns into this demon form, that it looks like she's potentially, and now granted, the chapter's in black and white, so it's a little hard to tell.
It's kind of hard to tell, yeah.
But it looks like to me she's coding herself in some sort of hockey or like darkness or
that's
something.
That's what I thought too.
Your thoughts?
I think it could be another like awakening sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like I think her her Devil Fruit has been awakened since the beginning because she's kind of
the time skip. You mean, or like the beginning of the series?
Just the beginning of the series, because she's always like sprouting arms everywhere and stuff like that. She's affecting the environment around her, like other Paramecia type Devil Fruits. So maybe it's that. It could be hockey. I'm not entirely sure. It's kind of hard to tell.
Definitely gonna need more information.
Or like maybe it'll be like very apparent when it's animated.
You know what this kind of reminds me of? You remember at the end of Water 7 and of CP9 where Zoro fights Kaku and he turns into that Ashura demon form, and the series still hasn't quite explained what the hell that was yet.
Yeah,
it might be something like that, where it might be like Oda is not ready to explain to people like what that stuff is yet, or if it's just like a manifestation of their willpower.
It's also like Sanji's like fire powers that just kind of come out of nowhere. I think it's just hockey shenanigans.
Definitely.
Because, it's just easy to write that off. But
right.
Knowing Oda and his galaxy brain, he probably has something very deep in mind. Because, this is not there are multiple demon parallels between, her and Zoro and then whatever Sanji's got going on and stuff like that.
Right.
Even Luffy's, shooting out, fire fists and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think it's one of those things maybe you can manipulate the properties of hockey to where you can set it on fire or you can do this demonic form.
Oh, you know what? It kind of reminds me of Nen from Hunter x Hunter, where
exactly
Nen was one of the reasons I kind of don't care for Hunter x Hunter after the second half of the series is because I feel like the writer of Hunter x Hunter basically wrote a blank check for Nen. It's Nen can be whatever you want it to be. Do you want
that though?
I don't like that. No,
I love it.
Because
it
with hockey, the thing I really like about hockey is that they very clearly establish the rules of like what hockey is. There's armament hockey, awareness hockey, and conquerors hockey, and like that's it. You can have
But
offshoots.
there's weird subsections.
There are,
of that.
and you can use them in different ways, but like I don't know. I feel like all the hockey in the series plays by the rules, but like when it comes to Hunter x Hunter, like it gets to the point where like what can't Nen do? Nen can turn you into a demon bug king thing. Nen can turn you into like Goku. Nen can like create illusions. Like what can't, like I don't know, like what is the upper limit on Nen? What can it do? What can it not do? And I know that
I
they
like that though. I like that it's
I don't
so
like that.
open ended.
I don't
I
like
love
that
it.
at all.
I love it so much.
I think it's too loosey goosey.
I like that it's loosey goosey. I like the fact that like there's so much you can play with.
This is what pissed me off about the whole Quincy thing in the last arc of Bleach. Where, like,
Yeah.
early on in the
in general.
early on in the series, they established that the Quincy were a clan of archers. And then during the
Wow,
final...
the archers really have a lot of archer. Wow, the archer class really has a lot of archers.
Thank you. What is her name? Oh shoot.
Rin.
Thank you, Rin. That was
Rin
That was
Tosaka.
Tosaka. Thank you, Tosaka. That was very helpful. Thank you.
Rin Tosaki.
I am the bone of my sword. Anyway.
Unknown to death,
There's-
nor known to life.
Unknown to death, unknown to life, unlimited waifu works.
Meme works.
Unlimited meme
Yeah.
works.
Yeah,
But
that's
no,
true too.
That's the thing that really irritated me about the whole Quincy arc of Bleach is that like early on in the series, like, oh yeah, Isha's an archer and the whole Quincy clan, they're a clan of like archers that use reishi to like hunt hollows. And then like, oh, well actually retcon, none of that's true. You can actually use Quincy powers to do anything. You could be a hand-to-hand fighter. You can use it for illusionary magic. You can use it for darkness magic. You can use it...
Yeah, it's weird because like
I don't like that. Like,
yeah, that's one where it's like, and plus like each power set got more and more ridiculous and more like silly as time went on. Like there was that one guy that was fighting Kenpachi that like replaced his bones with like crackers.
There was that kid, and he's like, I've turned all the organs in your body into cookies. And Kenpachi is like, I have the will, I'm gonna chad my way through this, and your powers, I am rubber, you are glue, you little brat. Like, that's basically what happened.
Oh, man.
Like, wait, what do you mean? Like, I thought that they were a clan of archers. Why do they have this, like, transformation magic? What is happening? Like, it's very clear to me, anyway, that Tite Kubo was, like, he was just kind of over it.
Well, it's like, it's so weird because the later half of Bleach, you can totally tell that he wanted to make these power sets into their own show.
Yeah, or their own manga, right.
Yeah, like maybe like the Quincy's could have had like a prequel or something.
Yeah,
or like
exactly.
The Fullbringers. The Fullbringers could have been their own show.
The Fullbringers could have been their own manga and their own series, which from what I've read, apparently that was Tite Kubo's plan, was that he had like planned out like, you know, the main character guy from the Fullbringer arc, like the
guy with the cross. Or the guy with the book.
The guy with the jacket and like the guy with the cross, the guy with the jacket and the cross. Apparently that was an early design for a main character for another series he was gonna make, but he's like, Shonen Jump was like, no, you gotta make more Bleach, and it's like, well, I already have this other thing. We already
defeated Aizen. Like the story's done.
Yeah, no, it's not, because we have to. Like,
Jesus Christ.
It pisses me off because like Tite Kubo, like clearly after Aizen is defeated, like he's like, check this out, Shonen Jump. In order to defeat Aizen, Ichigo has to give up his powers. So there's no way there's no way that I can write more of the series. The main character is literally unpowered. You can't make me do anything, Shonen Jump. I'm done.
He's a Quincy.
And Shonen...
he was a Quincy all along.
And Shonen Jump is like, nah, Tite. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Kubo, bro. I'm gonna tell you this, Kubo. You gotta keep making more Bleach. I can't. My main character literally has no powers. I don't care how you do it, Tite. I don't care, bro. I don't care. Like he
kill your wife and kids.
He gets called into the main office of Shonen Jump.
He probably had the manuscript.
Sir,
it was probably gonna.
Sir, Mr.
It was probably gonna be like Fullbringer or something, or like Fullbring,
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, hey, look, Bleach
Sir,
is done, but I have this brand new manuscript for a brand new show.
Mr. Kubo is here to see you, sir. Send him in, please. And there's a guy sitting. There's a very like well-dressed Japanese businessman. He's sitting behind a desk. It's like, Mr. Kubo.
I like to think he's the Japanese equivalent of like J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Mr. Kubo, please come in. I wanted to talk to you. And you're right. Kubo, he has his like script.
Double correct.
He has his script for the Fullbringer show he wants to make, or the Fullbringer manga. He's like, great. I'm glad I could talk to you. Now that Bleach is over, I have this whole other idea for a manga. It's gonna be great. It's sort of a throwback to my Zombie Powder manga from like years ago. You remember that, right? Well, yeah. So this is kind of similar.
It's more grounded.
This is a similar thing to Zombie Powder. Remember I made that years ago? Anyway, check this out. And he kind of thumbs through it, and the Japanese businessman is like, "This is great, Tite. This is great, Mr. Kubo. So you're gonna put it in Bleach, right?" And Kubo's like, "What? What are you talking about?" "Oh yeah, corporate hasn't told you yet. They want more Bleach. They want 200 more chapters."
They defeated the main villain.
Well, corporate says they want more chapters, Kubo. And Kubo's like, my main character can no longer see the spirit world, and he has no superpowers anymore. What do you want me to do?
Is gone.
What do you want me? What do you want me to do? And the guy behind the desk is like, I'm sure you'll figure something out, Mr. Kubo. Now, if you excuse me, I have a 12 o'clock. We're going to have lunch. Good day to you, Mr. Kubo. He slams the door in his face. And Kubo is like, what? and so the Fullbringer arc and the Quincy arc was born.
Oh god, that's gonna be interesting to watch again. But going back to One Piece,
yes,
Black Maria fight,
yay!
Fantastic. Brooke has been coming in clutch the past couple of arcs.
Yo.
So, what do you think the over/under is on Momonosuke actually like making that sacrifice?
Oh yeah. So something else that happened in the chapter is finally after 4 months of Luffy being thrown off Skull Island, where King Kong Kaido is.
King Big Dick Kaido.
King Big Dick Kaido fighting his son on the top of the Skull Mountain. He's like, hey, he's like, Momonosuke, turn into a dragon, fly me up to the Skull Island. I gotta go back to fight Kaido. And Momonosuke is like, I can't do it because I can only turn into a tiny like Mushu dragon from like Mulan. I can only turn into Mushu. And so Momonosuke goes up to his ninja guardian and is like, hey, use your hot lady ninjutsu magic to like turn me into a big boy so I can become a big boy dragon.
I'm a big kid now.
And the lady is like, I can't do it because you'll have like an adult's body with the mind of a child and you'll be scarred forever. And Momonosuke is like, Momonosuke? How do you say
Momonosuke.
Momonosuke. Momonosuke. So Momonosuke is like, I don't care, just do it. And so there's this big cliffhanger, like, will he do it? Won't he do it? I
don't think Luffy would want him to do it.
Yeah, exactly. He'll just be like, he'll find another way up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Sanji? He can just skywalk his ass up there.
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on, Luffy, let's go.
Yeah,
I must
he's
go.
still fighting Queen though.
My planet needs
I must
me.
go. My planet needs me.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
I hope they don't make poor Momonosuke do that. That kid's been through so much.
You know what? Okay, I was actually really happy with this chapter. So I noticed something that Oda does all the time, right? He makes like 2 or 3 chapters that I'm really into, and then he'll make 2 or 3 chapters that are great, and then he'll do something that like, no, what are you doing? So like the last couple chapters have been bangers. So I'm expecting this upcoming chapter to have something like, oh, Kaido threw him off the Skull Island again. It's gonna happen. There's gonna be some shenanigans.
By the way, where the hell is King in all this? Like Kaido's like.
Oh yeah, King. He's gonna you know what I think's gonna happen? I think
Zoro.
Oh yeah, Zoro hasn't gotten a one-on-one fight this arc yet. He fought Kaido for a bit, but yeah, do you think?
Yeah,
you think? Oh, you think King's gonna fight Zoro? Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. All right.
I think. Yeah. So, because it makes sense. He's like the second in command of the Beast Pirate. So. You got Queen for Sanji. You got King for Zoro, and then you got you got the big man himself. I don't know where Jack is.
Yeah, Jack.
I don't
Oh,
know
you know what?
who.
The Zoe Kingdom, the big
Oh,
cat,
they're fighting. Oh, they're fighting
the
Jack.
big cat and the big dog. They're gonna fight Jack
Okay.
because Jack went to their village and destroyed everything. So now they want revenge.
Honestly, I think Luffy's gonna have to bust something out, but I think it's gonna be one of those things where like Luffy's gonna need. It's gonna be like a 3-on-1 or something like that. They got an office space.
No, I think that they're gonna see
You
like
think it's gonna devolve into a 1-on-1?
I think so because Luffy, it would certainly break series tradition. Like the only thing I can see happening is that Luffy gets back up to the top of the Skull Island and like Yamamoto is or Yamato. Sorry, I was thinking about Hitman Reborn. You see that guy behind me? There's Yamamoto right there. So I think Yamato is gonna be like he's gonna be like beat to shit, and Luffy's like tag out, and then like they're gonna fight for a bit, and then Yamato's gonna be like, Luffy, I can tell you his weakness or something, and they're gonna tag team real quick.
Balls.
Yeah, exactly.
The weakness is the back of the knee.
That's right. I think it's gonna be something like that, or like, I know people. I know that you specifically are hyped for Gear 5. It's not gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Nah,
You're full of shit.
nah. You're full of shit.
You're full of shit.
Gear 4 is still so new, in my opinion.
It's not. We need some. Dude, he either needs to awaken his devil fruit, or he needs to bust out a new gear,
Maybe.
or he needs to fold in that conquering coding
But like
thing
the
into
thing
Gear
is, it's
4.
like let's say he does that, and then when he like, so like when he fights Shanks or when he fights like somebody else or like a Kainu, like, is he gonna have another power up after that? Or like I don't know. Like I think if you do that, you blow your wad too early. Or like when
No,
I think he's not gonna get Gear 5 or awaken his Devil Fruit until the final battle with Blackbeard. That's my take.
or maybe Shanks, like maybe
Yeah.
after Shanks, because
Like I think during the fight
still,
with either
we don't know what Shanks is capable of, or
yeah,
Dragon.
No, exactly.
Almost everybody else.
Do you think you know it'd be cool if there was like a fight where it devolves to like Dragon versus Shanks for some reason? I think that'd be sick.
That'd be pretty sick, yeah.
It sure would be
I
cool
would-
if Dragon was an active participant in stuff that happened.
I think he's going to be very relevant next arc.
Very revolutionary, if you will.
Yeah, because like Sabo, what happened to Sabo?
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe it's going to be a parallel of like Marineford, but it's going to be like Maryjois' war or something, and
Oh, sure.
or maybe Shanks goes in to like protect the peace. I have a theory about Dragon, how he was actually there on the God Valley incident, and that's why he like hates the world nobles with a fiery fucking passion, because he saw how corrupt they actually are.
Yeah,
Or what actually
there
happened
has
on
to
the
be. There's definitely going to have to be some kind of elaborate flashback for Dragon. That's because like you don't just form the Revolutionary Army, which is essentially this like third
Well, it's like
party.
even the Yonko don't want to fight the world government,
Right, right.
and he does. By the way,
Yeah.
calling it now. He has the wind fruit.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have a wind-based Devil Fruit for sure.
Because that's always bugged me.
Yeah, yeah.
There's 4 C's, but there's only 3 admirals. Something doesn't make sense. Also, I heard a really good theory about Blackbeard
What's
the other
that?
day about why he doesn't sleep.
Why is
So
that?
it all ties back to God Valley,
Okay.
to where Big Mom
Okay,
actually
good.
took this.
I'm so happy that you're talking about this. I thought you were gonna mention another fan theory that I heard about the other day, and I was about to roll my eyes at you. Okay.
About Dun Piece?
No. So there's a theory about Blackbeard that like okay, so you know how his Jolly Roger has 3 heads on it,
Yeah.
or like 3 skulls.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a guy. There's some predominant like One Piece fan theory guy. It's not One Piece. It's not One Piece report or not Grand Line Review. It's a different guy.
Is it BWA Law?
Yeah, it's like something like that. But like, there's this dude that's like, the reason that there's 3 skulls on Blackbeard's Jolly Roger, and the reason that Blackbeard doesn't sleep is because he ate the octopus fruit. Because
Yeah, I saw that. That's
so
like that's
stupid. It's like, oh, the reason that there's 3 skulls is because octopi have 3 hearts, and there's 8 bones on the Jolly Roger, and also octopuses don't need to sleep very much, so that's why it's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's so
it's pretty
dumb.
silly.
I
No,
saw this theory, and I was like, One
like
Piece,
the
One Piece
I like
One Piece fan theorists.
they're a different breed,
One Piece fan theorists stretch so much they'd make Monkey D. Luffy blush.
pretty much. No, it's the theory that he actually has like different personalities in there or like different souls. Somebody told me a theory that makes a lot of sense where like Rock's 𝐍𝐭𝐫 was dying and then Big Mom transferred his soul into his son.
Okay.
Because if you look at the God Valley incident and then how old Blackbeard is, they're the same age.
Wait, Big Mom and Blackbeard are the same age?
No. If you look at how old Blackbeard is and then the God Valley incident, he would have been like
you're saying the timeline matches up.
Yeah, he would have been a baby or like 1 year old.
At the very least, that kind of makes sense in the realm of reality. It's not like, oh, three skulls equals octopus.
Well, it's like, yeah, although honestly, like he is hunting for devil fruits. I think he's hunting for a specific one or something. I think he's gonna try to go for like a mythical Zoan.
Man, there are some One Piece fans. Sorry, in the last couple of weeks, I've been looking into so I clicked on one bad fan theory video 2 weeks ago, and now YouTube is like, oh, you like this content, right? So here's every bad One Piece fan theory channel. So I click on them out of morbid curiosity because I hate myself. Mm-hmm. So I've heard there's so many people who are like, during the East Blue Saga, Luffy ate a piece of meat. This is a callback to future episodes where Luffy eats a piece of meat in Skypiea, and therefore East Blue was a foreshadowing event for Skypiea. Mind blown.
It's really weird because Oda does love to foreshadow stuff. Like during Jaya, he had a full color spread. And he's wearing a kimono. They look like they're in Wano right now in Jaya.
Right.
And they have the Kozuki clan on the kimono.
Stuff like that I'm fine with. Because Oda, I think at one point, even back during Skypiea, Oda was like, I'm gonna create this whole samurai culture, and it's gonna be something I'm gonna tuck away for later. I'm willing to accept that. That's fine. It's the stuff how apparently there was, I didn't even remember this, but apparently during the East Blue Saga, there's a part. You remember that episode where the crew infiltrates that Navy ship and Sanji cooks the chili?
Yeah, that's filler.
Yeah, that whole thing. Where I guess there's a part where Sanji says I can make everything from chili to cakes to pastries, you name it. And so this video is you see right there, Sanji said he can make a cake. This is foreshadowing for Whole Cake Island, where at the end of that arc,
he's one of the best chefs in anime history. Of course he's gonna know how to make a cake. I know how to make a cake.
It's so dumb, dude. This guy was you see there? He said Sanji said that he knows how to make a cake. Therefore, that's foreshadowing to Whole Cake Island. Oda is amazing. It's bro.
You know what? It's just a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, no, they stretch so much.
And with that, I think that's a show.
Whoa, this is a call. See, this was actually foreshadowed in the very first weekly chat episode where Nick said the exact same thing, where he said that this is a show. This is a callback.
I say that every show. I do the outro.
This is a callback to when the weekly chat first did their show, and Nick foreshadowed to this exact moment. Oh my god, the guys who make the weekly chat, they're so smart.
Debatable. Anyway, folks, we had a good time tonight.
I had a good time.
This is a great show. I cannot wait.
Yes.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
We looked through Jeff Bezos's dirty laundry. We talked about One Piece.
Yes. About hair and hygiene.
Hair and hygiene, how to style, how to profile.
About Rudy.
Rudy. Oh no,
about Gilbert Godfrey.
Welcome
to the weekly chat. We're doing a second episode.
Oh wait, let me do the outro and the Gilbert.
All right, fine.
Make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to smash the bell. Make sure to comment within the first hour. It really helps these guys out.
It helps with the engagement because YouTube's algorithm is less effective than Rudy Giuliani's crank.
We had a good time tonight, and we'll hope to see you again in the near future.
What's that? it's the attorney
It's
of Gilbert. It's the attorney of Gilbert Godfrey. He says that we are being sued for defamation.
Ding, ding, ding. Good night, everybody.
Good night.